Hello, Spuds fans. Welcome to another exciting Casper Spuds baseball game here at Mike Lansing Field in Casper, Wyoming. Kamanakai Jinagab is joined alongside Logan Hunter. And not only that, but it is the final regular season game of the year. Then the Spuds go back home at Mike Lansing Field to take on the Oahe Zap for what could be a three-game series, but it's the best of three, essentially. And from there on out, the Spuds might be able to go down to Spearfish and have a chance to go back and win that ILB trophy. Now, tonight, all teams are already set for the playoffs, but the Spuds are definitely going to go out there, see what they have with a couple of guys going into the playoffs, try to keep some guys hot, try to keep them healthy, and overall, it should be a really fun game tonight between them and the Bison.
Absolutely. And just because, this playoff format, this field has been set for about a week now, but just because everything is set in stone doesn't mean that there's nothing to play for. You want to still put guys out there, and this is guys' time to audition, as they have been all season long, to prove exactly what role they'll be able to play once playoff baseball rolls around, Series did not go the way the Spuds wanted to up in Spearfish, but what a bounce back it was yesterday. Hunter Stonecipher with a big grand slam in the second inning in yesterday's ball game. Guys, just trying to get some momentum back after what was an unfortunate series in Spearfish. Come here, get right, take on the Bison, figure out exactly what you need to do, and then it's all hands on deck come Monday.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited, too, to see what's in store for the rest of this Casper Spuds squad. But on top of that, again, this is a team that has a bunch of pitching now on the roster. This is going to be a team looking to thrive on that going into the playoffs, especially, too, with Hunter Billingsley, Luis Lepe. You want to see a little bit, too, out of Thomas Stokes. Those are really the three aces that this team has been seeing a lot out of this year. And I'm excited to see how they're going to continue that momentum come crunch time during the playoff race. And, again, this is just going to be an overall exciting next couple of baseball games. Overall, it's going to be an exciting week, to say the least. But action here tonight, final regular season home game of the season between the Casper Spuds and the Bison Baseball Club. Logan, before we head out, I got to ask, what are you expecting to see from this final game?
Tonight, it's going to be a lot of guys knowing what job they need to do and proving to Cody McCreary, as they have been doing all season long, that they are the guys that he can count on come playoff time. Guys got to, maybe some guys have been slumping here as of late. Guys have had hot and cold streaks. Now's the time to get hot, start producing, and show exactly what you're made of before Game 1 on Monday.
Exactly. The Casper Spuds looking to come back home on Monday to take on the Oahe Zap in a best-of-3 series for the wild card of the playoffs. After that, the championship would follow in Spearfish. But the opponent, still unsure of. It comes down to that series. But right now, we'll enjoy tonight's baseball matchup. We'll be right back, though, on Casper Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of Tater Nation. How are we doing out there? So some of you may have seen online, hopefully, or at the gate when you came in, or maybe even in our merchandise store, we're doing something a little different today, and we decided to hold a raffle to see who could throw out the first pitch. How many of you guys put your names in there for this? Scream and yell. I have more names in here than that. All right. Well, anyway, I have Destry, my wonderful intern here, to help me draw. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's go, girl. All right. I have Alex Graves, and I don't know if I can read this, Katie Bays. I hope I read that right. Alex and Katie, are you here? Alex and Katie, come on down and meet me at the first base dugout. It's not quite time for you yet, but I'm going to just walk you through it. Everybody give Alex and Katie a round of applause. For everybody else that entered the contest, we thank you. Sorry you didn't win tonight, but we might do this more often in the future. And I think next up, we're going to have Destry roll for beer batter here in a few minutes.
Hey Spuds fans, how are we doing tonight? Down here behind home plate, we are rolling for our beer batter, and with me I have
Wyatt.
and it is his first ever baseball game. Okay, go ahead and give those dice a roll for me, bud. And our beer batter is batter number 9. Danny, who is batter number 9 tonight for the Bison?
Batter number 9 is number 20 first baseman Kate Sapon. Kate Sapon, you're the beer batter, so make sure you give the people what they want. Number 20.
So when he strikes out tonight, it'll be $2 off all beverages and beer. So cheer nice and loud when he comes up. Give me a big round of applause for my roller and enjoy the game.
Our winning ceremonial first pitch with Alex and Katie. Give them another round of applause, Tater Nation. All right, we're going to get them set up here. So they're going to throw this pitch at the same time. Katie, you're going to be right over here. Oh, nope, I lied. I think we had this set up. You're going to catch for Katie? You're going to catch Stone, you're going to catch for Alex? Do you have any final thoughts?
No.
Katie, do you have any final thoughts?
No.
Okay. Are you ready? All right. Tater Nation, help me count these folks down. 3, 2. Fire away. All right. Great job. Come on over here, guys. Congratulations! I think she said yes! Nation, let's give it up for Alex and Katie, newly engaged.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting game here at Mike Lansing Field. It got a little bit more exciting. Congratulations to the newlyweds. How about that? A little engagement here in Mike Lansing Field for the last regular season game.
Yeah, what a moment there between those two. You know, my first year here, we hosted a wedding pretty soon before the season started, and actually related to that man who proposed, his parents were the ones that got married here at Mike Lansing Field, and now here he is proposing to his girlfriend. How about that?
How about that, for real? Genuinely, the apple does not fall far from the tree, and way to follow, too. I mean, it's always good to see that at a baseball event, especially tonight. Again, really solid crowd here in Mike Lansing Field. He got a yes, too, so all is well. And the newlyweds looking to go and continue their journey as well, but they're just like the Spuds, trying to continue their journey as well.
Exactly. Listen, the Spuds here nearing the end of the year, we keep saying it. We're almost there to the playoffs. Final regular season game today. And, you always love playoff baseball, no matter what level it is, whether it's the MLB, whether you're watching your kid play for the city championship. You'll always love that playoff baseball atmosphere. And I tell you what, Mike Lansing Field provides no playoff atmosphere like any other. So if you're in the Casper area, you're thinking about you haven't come to a game yet, why not make it a playoff game? Against the Oahe Zap on Monday, Tuesday, and potentially Wednesday. Should be a fun one. We're ready to go, just about ready to get things started here tonight on the final regular season game.
Yep, just about 9 minutes out from now. But again, I think the biggest thing to talk about going into tonight's matchup is how the Casper Spuds are looking to use some of the players that they'll be trying to throw out here tonight, because you got to imagine that the playoff lineup is already set. Now, the biggest thing, too, that I've had the opportunity to talk to pitching coach Nathan Townsend and head coach Cody McCrary about is that it was definitely a devastating blow to lose somebody like David Denton and also Cale McCarville. Now, Cale was leading the team and the ILB and OBP. He was at right around 600 when it came down to the on-base percentage department. And then David Denton finally starting to find his stride. He had a little bit of difficulty trying to pull the ball during the early half of the season, but Cody McCrary worked with him really well, and ever since he was able to kind of develop that part of his game, he really turned into a whole new ball player. Now, both of those guys gone. Cody McCrary has to re-innovate. He definitely has to make a couple of changes in this lineup, but he's looking to continue this momentum. Again, that series against Spearfish didn't go their way, but now you want to try to win this last game of the regular season. Keep that momentum, keep that winning mindset going into that first series of the playoffs. That is going to be absolutely critical for success.
Yeah, losing David Denton and Cale McCarville, definitely a big hit. Cale McCarville, he was averaging a walk about every 4 plate appearances. He was averaging pretty much a walk a game for the Casper Spuds in this one. And David Denton, you lose a big presence, being the somewhat everyday catcher. Him and Stone Cipher switching a little bit. You also see guys like Holden Christensen and Stone Vasic back there sometimes. But David Denton, he was always in the lineup. Sometimes, he'd be spread around a lot. But, man, always hurts to lose guys like them. Big production guys, especially a guy like David Denton, looked like he was starting to figure it out here. I mean, he had a 3-run shot not too long ago. And Cale McCarville, who has always been very consistent on offense, just a tough piece to lose. But you know what? That's baseball. You got to learn. Some guys now have to step up, fill the other guy's shoes, and try to make an impact where they would.
Definitely, and I think the biggest thing as well about this Casper Spuds team is while you do lose 2 very key players in your lineup, you also know what you have with some of the other guys on the team who you can have step up in those big moments. And again, Stone Vasic has kind of been that guy at home over the last couple of games. 13 hits in the last 4 home games for Stone Vasic. He has been on an absolute roll. Was a homer shy of the cycle just about 2 nights ago.
That was just yesterday.
Just yesterday, apologies. But Stone Vasic has been on a tear when it's come down to playing at home. And he's definitely one of those leaders in the clubhouse that thrives when the fans are with him and they're behind him. And I think for that playoff series specifically against the Oahe Zap, he's going to use that to his advantage. And then you see guys, too, like Hunter Stone Cipher, who really just knows how to play some clutch baseball. And I think that's going to be a really big thing, too, that we're going to see from those 2 guys specifically.
Absolutely, yeah. Big time here for the Spuds. As I mentioned, losing those 2 guys really hurts, but you can't dwell on that. you have to make do. You know, this happens in all levels of baseball all the time. Sometimes you lose a big part of your lineup when in the middle of September, and you know, all of a sudden you're not 100% sure on what you got to do. But you know what? Almost every time those championship caliber teams, there's always one guy that not a lot of people have talked about throughout the season who will step up.
Exactly, and that can be applied to a multitude of scenarios, too. I mean, when you talk about the San Francisco Giants of the 2010s, Pablo Sandoval was the MVP for the 2012 World Series. People forget that. Pablo Sandoval was a big guy. Nobody talked about him during the regular season, blew up in the playoffs. Another guy, too, who made his mark was David Freese during that game, too, when Travis Ishikawa won the pennant for the Giants. Many different guys can step up in many different moments, even some of the people who you may not expect to be those guys. And I think the Casper Spuds have an entire roster full of guys that maybe haven't seen too much of the limelight this year, but can step up in those big moments and deliver when they need to for their team and for themselves. And I think that is going to be a key piece to how the Spuds play baseball, especially in the playoffs.
Absolutely. We're just about ready to kick things off here. You know what, Kai, I'm excited. You know, it feels like we just started the season yesterday trying to get everything, you know, figure out what we're going to do. And now, final regular season game. We're about ready to wrap things up. It's been a fantastic season here at Mike Lansing Field.
Definitely has. Time flies when you're having fun, and time flies when you're watching baseball. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss out on the final game of the regular season between the Bison Baseball Club and your Casper Spuds. Kai Jinagabas, Logan Hunter will be right back in about 5 minutes for first pitch.
Can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I'll risk anything to be great. I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. Big energy, got the crowd going. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, Spuds Nation and Bison Baseball Club fans as well. It's a beautiful Saturday night for some Casper Spuds baseball here at Mike Lansing Field. There's already some magic in the air. Tonight marks the final regular season home game for the Casper Spuds before playoffs, where they get ready to face the Oahe Zap in a best of 3 here at Mike Lansing Field. Starting on the bump tonight for the Casper Spuds, Liam Fitzgerald, and the batter standing in now is none other than Mr. Simpson. The first pitch to him, outside for ball 1. And that's how the game gets started.
First pitch, 6:31, 94 degrees here in Casper, and it rained just about half an hour before we got things started here.
Definitely did. It rained for about 15 minutes, and then everything was all done.
They are saying potential thunderstorms around 7:15. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
I'd have to agree. Here's the 1-1 now on the way. Next pitch of the AB, too far inside, says the home plate umpire. So 2-1 now, runs the count. This next pitch runs in and actually hits Harrison Simpson. So the first batter of the game is hit by a pitch. Simpson will make his way over to first base.
And a lineup for the Bison looks like this. You just saw Harrison Simpson lead things off. He's in center. Anthony DeLuca coming up next. He's at second base, batting third and playing third base. Vinny Nielsen. Nate Evans is batting fourth. He's at shortstop. Adam White batting fifth and right. John Perry batting sixth, doing the catching. Mason Bevan is batting seventh in the DH spot. Ethan McLaughlin batting eighth in left field. Derek Stefan rounds out the lineup, batting ninth at first base. Starting pitcher for the Casper Spuds, Liam Fitzgerald.
Second pitch of the AB to the new batter, Anthony DeLuca, fouled off towards the patio deck over on the right side. That'll run the count at 0-2. Fitzgerald gets ahead of the next batter he sees. DeLuca, too, batting about .235 on the season with a .422 OBP. Here's the 0-2. The runner goes. The throw down. In time. They got him. Carter Patak and Holden Christensen working behind the dish. How about that?
Yeah, what a throw back there. I mean, that was up and away. So basically a perfect spot for Fitzgerald to make, for Christensen rather, to make the throw down. And perfectly placed ball there by Fitzgerald, and caught stealing. No one on base now.
Yeah, definitely want to show flowers to Carter Patak there, too, getting that tag put down just in the nick of time. Took the umpire a second to survey the situation, but made the call. Spuds fans and the players surely happy of that one. And I'm pretty sure Santa Claus is with us today.
Yeah, Christmas in July.
I'm not seeing that, right? That is Santa Claus.
Oh. Yeah,
That
okay.
is Saint Nick, right?
That is Santa Claus. Okay.
Cool. Well, he's playing some ball with us tonight, too, I guess.
Yeah, Christmas in July theme for the final day.
There's another foul ball. Santa Claus came ready. He's got a glove in it and everything. Yeah, Christmas in July day at the ballpark. Now, if he's here, where are the elves? That's the better question. And where's Rudolph? I'm curious. So here's the 2-2 now to DeLuca from Fitzgerald. Swing and a miss. Fastball right across the eyes. DeLuca's lit up, but not able to get across that baseball. So DeLuca strikes out swinging.
2 outs on the board. Going to give you the defensive alignment for the Casper Spuds. They'll look like this. Left fielder is Trey Brooks. Cole Barta in center. Hunter Billingsley over in right. Third baseman Ethan Schlotterback. Gage Dickerson is the shortstop. Carter Patak playing second base.
First pitch of the AB down low.
Hunter Stonecypher's over at first base, and Holden Christensen behind the plate doing the catching.
So now that'll bring up Vinny Nelson, batting .241 on the year with a .452 OBP. Next pitch of the AB2 from Fitzgerald is swung on and missed. Even things up at 1-1. Next pitch to the AB. Catches that outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 count now to Vinny Nelson. Nelson only 7 hits on the year. Here's the 1-2. Next pitch. Just a bit low. 2-2. I think Nelson thought it was a strike originally as well. Here's the 2-2. Popped up over towards the first base side, and that'll go foul. Stone Cipher will run out of room, so Fitzgerald will have to do things once more. Fitzgerald, 15 pitches through this first inning. The next one, line into right, but it'll keep curving foul. Almost wind up in the bullpen. So we'll do 2-2 twice. Looks like there's a flyover happening. That's an oddly shaped helicopter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is up there.
Here's the next pitch. It's a grounder towards the third baseman. Schlotterbeck fields it. The throw pops out of the glove of Hunter Stonecipher. Just wasn't able to hold on to it, so Vinny Nelson able to get over to first base safely. So that'll bring up Nate Evans now, the shortstop for the Bison. That was a very oddly shaped helicopter. It looked like it didn't have a bowl.
Yeah, no, like they had a little space between its tail rotor and the main part.
It just looked like a big drone.
It did.
First pitch of the AB, check swing, but definitely went around, says the home plate umpire. Strike 1. Nate Evans again, the one standing in the box for the Bison. Looking to maybe open things up in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Foul off the end of the bat towards the backstop. 0-2. 0-2 on the way now from Liam Fitzgerald. Runner over at first base. 2 outs. Top of the first inning. The pitch to Evans. Just a bit low. 1-2. Evans been one of the hotter hitters for the Bison, too. Batting .316, 409 OBP, and a .500 even slug. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3. Got him looking. Liam Fitzgerald will say later, Tater. Nate Evans will head back to the dugout. The Casper Spuds don't allow any runs in the first inning. Solid first outing from Liam Fitzgerald. We'll see what's in store in the bottom half of the first if the Casper Spuds can add some runs early on. Kai Janagabis, Logan Hunter, will be right back.
When it comes to reliable infrastructure, Dura-Line and Casper is leading the way. As a trusted manufacturer of high-performance conduit and cable protection, Dura-Line helps power the connections that keep Wyoming and the world running strong. From broadband to energy, their innovative solutions are built to last in any environment. Represented in Casper, trusted everywhere, Dura-Line, creating connections that matter. Hungry for pizza that hits the spot every time? Order from Papa John's. Made with fresh dough, quality ingredients, and that signature garlic sauce you love. Whether you want classic pepperoni, loaded veggie, or something new, Papa John's delivers hot, fresh, and ready to enjoy. Plus, with easy online ordering and fast delivery, your perfect pizza night is just a few clicks away. Choose Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Welcome back to Mike Lansing Field. It's a beautiful day for baseball, beautiful night, rather. Leading things off for the Casper Spuds, Carter Patak, tonight's starting second baseman for the Spuds. Patak, Prince George Community College player, first-year Spud.
From New Orleans.
He's from the Bayou. First pitch of the AB to Carter Patak. Little jam shot, but foul.
Yeah, starting lineup for the Spuds looks like this. Carter Patak leading things off at second base. Hunter Stonecipher batting second. He's over at first. Gage Dickerson batting third at shortstop.
Second pitch called a strike. Catches a little bit of the black.
Hunter Billingsley is batting fourth. He's in right field. Stone Vasic batting fifth. He's the DH tonight. Ethan Schlottermack batting sixth. He's over at third base. Cole Barta, seventh spot. He's in center. Trey Brooks is batting eighth over in left, and Holden Christensen in the 9-hole doing the catching.
Really solid 1 through 9 for the Casper Spuds. Patak behind the count 0-2. The next pitch of the AB, little bit outside. 1-2 now to Patak. He's got 10 hits on the year. He's batting .263 for the Casper Spuds. He's got a .358 OBP, and all 10 of those hits have been singles for Carter Patak.
Had one last night. See if he can keep it going.
Definitely have to see. The 1-2, little pop-up towards the first base side, but again, that'll go foul and hit off the party deck. Patak, 1-2 count on the way. The pitcher, by the way, too, for the Bison, Knight Teeter. Next pitch, it's a little liner right past the glove of the third baseman. Carter Patak gets things started for the Casper Spuds with a base knock.
Yeah, it looked like it jammed him a little bit, but did a good job. Just hit it right under the third baseman. Nice piece of hitting there by Carter.
Definitely got to give him credit. He started off the game pretty hot defensively and offensively. So now that'll bring up the dangerous left-handed hitter. That is Hunter Stonecipher, the Kennesaw State commit. Currently leads the Spuds in home runs. First pitch of the AB to Stonecipher. Fastball. This one hit into deep left field. The left fielder ranging back. He stumbles a little bit. It'll bounce off the warning track, off the Pepsi sign. Patak is being waved home. Hunter Stonecipher is going 3. The throw is offline, and it is an RBI triple for Hunter Stonecipher.
Yeah, left fielder kind of got lost. Looked like he had a bead on it there. And then he got twisted up over there and left, ended up landing over his head, one hop off the wall. And Stonecipher and Patak just not stopping the entire time around the base paths.
Really solid piece of hitting from Hunter Stonecipher. There's a reason why he leads the team in RBIs with 45 entering tonight. So that is his 46th of the season. And now you bring up another dangerous hitter in Gage Dickerson, who's been red hot for the Casper Spuds since his arrival. First pitch of the AB to Dickerson is a high fastball, not able to catch enough of the plate for ball 1. Dickerson, too, he's batting .379 on the season, an OBP that sits just 12 points below 500. He's been really solid for the Casper Spuds, a West Georgia commit as well to go along with it. This one is hit deep, left field. It's got a chance. Mashed potatoes! It's a home run for Gage Dickerson. A 2-run shot for the Casper Spuds. They go atop 3-0.
3 batters, 3 runs. How about it?
You know, and it felt like it was time for Gage Dickerson to get that home run. He has been on the verge of one, what feels like in almost every single game. Finally got a hold of a center cut fastball, sent it right into the parking lot. Hopefully my windshield's okay because, oh my goodness.
Yeah, he had one back during that Zap series. It was a 400-foot foul ball, just barely crossed over the foul pole before it got out of play. He's been waiting for that one, as you mentioned, a long time.
Most definitely. So Gage Dickerson gets his home run. The Spuds go ahead 3-0. And now you bring up Hunter Billingsley. First pitch he sees is roped out into right. That'll get down in front of the right fielder. 4 consecutive hits for the Casper Spuds to start the first inning. Now, speaking of the guy who has done numbers at home over the last couple of games, Stone Vasic, again, 13 hits in his last 4 home appearances. Looking to continue the hot streak here tonight. Sure, he's chasing a home run, too, after just missing out on it for the cycle yesterday.
Yeah, 4 hits in yesterday's ball game. As Kai mentioned, is triple, a double, and 2 singles. See if he can continue that hot streak.
This one is lined foul. Down the third base side. Thought for a second it had a chance to stay fair, but it just kept cutting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Carter Patak's hit. Jammed it just a little bit. Thought it was going to barely sneak over the bag and land fair and turn into all kinds of trouble for the Bison. See if Stone's going to be looking for that pitch again.
Definitely, and if you're Teeter, you don't want to throw that pitch again. There's a pickoff move towards first, but not in time as Billingsley's able to get back. Billingsley, too, he's going to be a player to be looked at all playoffs long for the Casper Spuds.
Still uncommitted as well. Still looking for a home. College scouts, look around.
Next pitch to Vasic. This one is cutting into right center. It has a chance, but the right fielder able to cover enough ground to make the grab. Billingsley will head back to first. Still, though, a great barrel by Stone Vasic.
Yeah, it looked like that had enough tailing action on it. It was going to get by the guy out there in center, but just, great speed out there by Simpson to cover it and make the play.
So now that brings up Ethan Schlotterbeck. He's done pretty well over the last couple of games as well for the Casper Spuds. Looking to do some damage here tonight. Looked pretty good last night as well. Billingsley leads off first. The pitch to Schlotterbeck. Catches that outside corner. Strike 1. And the 4 consecutive hit streak ends with Stone Vasic. But Spuds wouldn't mind getting 4 more in a row here. Here's the 0-1 to Schlotterbeck. Ooh, just missed outside. Schlotterbeck, too, he's a switch hitter. He's batting just 5 points under 300, but he's been very solid for the Casper Spuds this year. Here's the next pitch of the AB, down low, 2-1. Yeah, and you're right, too, about Billingsley needing a new home. Be surprised if it's anywhere but higher up baseball. Billingsley has been absolutely incredible during this summer.
Put it to you this, I'd be absolutely shocked if he wasn't playing for a Division I ball club somewhere next year.
Most definitely. Whoever gets him is lucky to have him, that is for sure. Next pitch of the AB, outside, 3-1. Sitting on deck for the Casper Spuds, Cole Barta. He's officially back after dealing with a nose injury last week. But he looks healthy. He swung the bat a little bit yesterday, too, and looked great. Next pitch of the AB outside. It's a 5-pitch walk to Ethan Schlotterbeck. So now runners at first and second for the Casper Spuds. Now you bring up Cole Barta, who's also just done very well at the plate for the Spuds this year.
Just noticed this. Don't know how I missed this, but with all the fanfare with the proposal for the first pitch, Spuds Legacy Club member Matt Marsick in the house today.
Very true. Matt's been in our YouTube chats too all season long, so glad to see him in person. First pitch of the AB on the way to Barta. This one off the end of the bat into right field. The right fielder will just try to camp underneath this one for out number 2. So Barter flies out to the left fielder for the second out of the inning, and now you bring up Trey Brooks, who's hit the ball very hard this year for the Casper Spuds as well. Over at second base, Hunter Billingsley. Over at first base, Ethan Schlotterback. First pitch to Brooks. Down low, ball 1. So far, you have to feel for Teeter. All of the misses that he's had have been very good ones at the hat.
Yeah, that umpire's had a tight zone. We saw that in the top of the first as well with Fitzgerald. So you're going to have to hit your spots if you want to have success on the mound today.
Definitely, and I think that's going to be a problem, too, for a lot of these pitchers who have nasty breaking ball stuff, who are going to try to make sure that they can get batters to swing and miss over the top of some of that, and I think that'll play a big factor as well. Teeter, 20 pitches deep so far in this first inning. Trey Brooks hits this one off the end of the bat, but that'll curl foul. It'll actually land in the Spuds dugout. So Trey Brooks stands in with a 2-1 count. Again, runners over at first and second. 3-0 is the score. Casper Spuds lead it after a really solid start to the bottom of this first inning. 2-1 on the way from Teeter. He kicks, he deals. Trey Brooks hits this one into right field. That'll just curl foul.
Brooks is a guy. Sorry, Nakai, but Brooks is a guy we talked about earlier in the season. Felt like he was getting really unlucky. He's had a lot of hard hit balls. He was at the D1 ranks there for a little bit, and just waiting for him to find his stride here. What better time? We talked about that in the pregame. I'm really looking for Trey Brooks to have a big night tonight.
Definitely, and here is a breaking ball. Catches Trey Brooks looking. So 3 outs, but not before the Casper Spuds mount 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning, 2 of which off a Gage Dickerson 2-run shot. The Casper Spuds again lead it 3-0 heading into the top of the second. Kai Jitagabas, Logan Hunter will be back to the purple and black bats cracking.
When it comes to reliable infrastructure, Duraline and Casper is leading the way. As a trusted manufacturer of high-performance conduit and cable protection, Duraline helps power the connections that keep Wyoming and the world running strong. From broadband to energy, their innovative solutions are built to last in any environment. Represented in Casper, trusted everywhere, Duraline, creating connections that matter.
This season, fuel your Spud spirit with the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi, one of the official drinks of your Casper Spuds. Whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, Pepsi is the perfect game day companion. Ice cold, bold, and made for fans like you. Grab a Pepsi and let's go Spuds.
Welcome back, Spuds fans. The first out at the top of the second inning is a little squibber towards Carter Patak, who fields it and flips it towards the first baseman. So it's one pitch, one out.
Really like Fitzgerald, how he's really approached that first inning. Couple of strikeouts. You know, he hit a guy to begin things, then an error. He's really done a great job to not let those affect him. And, you know, as we mentioned, big shout out to Holden Christensen getting that guy stealing, getting Simpson stealing. And there, weak contact. Doesn't get out of the infield. See what he's got in store for Perry.
Very true. John Perry, the catcher for the Bison, stands in. First pitch of the AB is a called strike on that outside corner. Liam Fitzgerald goes ahead. John Perry, too. He's batting .282 on the season, 404 OBP, and an .815 slugging. He's got 11 hits, 6 of which been singles, the other 5 doubles. Here's one lifted into center. Coming in is the center fielder, but it pops out of the glove.
That was going to be so hard to field either way. Just a complete Fitzgerald completely fooled him there, just stuck his bat out, getting ready to land in no man's land. Big credit to Barta, immediately comes hustling in. Not much you can do there if you're the Spuds.
Yeah, Barter came ranging in. For a second, I really thought it was just going to keep pushing back a little bit more. They kind of just stayed in shallow center. Barter tried his best to make a play on it. Just popped out of the glove. Tough break. But trying to go after the next hitter is Fitzgerald, who starts it off with a strike. The new hitter, by the way, too, being Mason Beaven, the DH tonight for the Bison. Here's the 0-1. Fastball that just misses the outside corner. Fitz gets set. He kicks, he deals. Here's a chopper towards the first baseman. Fielded, the throw, the second, the tag. Not in time. They said that he missed the tag. They said Gage Dickerson missed the tag over at second. The ball was fielded by Stonecipher at first. He stepped on first, threw it over. You have to apply the tag, and I really thought Dickerson got it down. But the field umpire said no, he missed him.
Man, yeah, he gave the signal like Dickerson came off the bag. I'm like thinking that doesn't apply here. Hold on. Man, I thought he got that tag down.
So Fitzgerald will go right after the new batter, Ethan McLaughlin. John Perry will move over to second base after avoiding the tag. Fitz now having to deal with just one more out. Good breaking ball that catches a huge part of the plate for strike one from Fitzgerald.
McLaughlin did not play in yesterday's ball game. Former Aviator spent a little bit of his season with the Cap City Aviators earlier in the year.
He's a two-way guy, too. We've seen him pitch on the mound a numerous amount of times this year. Here's a swing and a miss over that Fitzgerald slider.
Yeah, second time, back-to-back sliders there. McLaughlin's been over it each time. Why not go back to the well?
Yeah, and if I'm Fitzgerald, throwing the heat, trying to just get it by him. Here's the pitch. Just misses that outside corner again. 2-2 now.
Yeah, went back to the slider there. Thought that's what he was going to do. Now McLaughlin's starting to read it. I think it's time for some high cheddar.
Definitely. We'll see Kyler DePorter, too, running the radar gun behind home. Here's the 2-2. This one is lined towards Patak. He'll field it. The throw in time for out number 3. So it's a very quick top half of the second inning for Liam Fitzgerald. Spuds still lead it 3-0. Back-to-back scoreless innings from the Bison. Casper Spuds have a chance to get the bats back up there, do some more damage with Holden Christensen leading off. We'll be right back with more baseball here on YouTube.
Craving legendary food and service? Head on down to Texas Roadhouse in Evansville, where the steaks are hand-cut, the rolls are hot and fresh, and the energy is always high. Whether it's a family dinner or a night out with friends, Texas Roadhouse is here for you. Located at 210 Miracle Street, be sure to come hungry, and we know you'll leave happy. Legendary food, legendary service, That's Texas Roadhouse. Craving legendary pizza and a family-friendly buffet? Head to the Pizza Ranch, located at 5011 East 2nd Street. Load up on hot pizza, crispy chicken, and our famous cactus bread. Perfect for family nights, team celebrations, or just feeding those cravings. Swing on by or order online at pizzaranch.com, where every meal is a hit.
Bottom of the second inning upon us. The Casper Spuds will start things off. They lead 3-0 against the Bison Baseball Club, and leading things off for the Casper Spud is Holden Christensen.
Christensen, the only Spud who didn't bat in that first inning. See what he can do here in the second.
Yeah, Christensen looking to get things started. The Spuds had the 1 through 8 come up and try to take a couple of hacks. And now it's Hack's turn. First pitch of the AB from Teeter. This one off the end of the bat, fouled over the press box. Yeah, so we'll wind up having an off day tomorrow, and then we'll start the first game of the playoffs here at Mike Lansing Field on Monday. It'll definitely be a fun one. So if you're watching at home and you live in the Casper area, definitely a good time to pull up for a game. Here's a little shot into center field, and that'll get down. So Holden Christensen starts this inning off with a base knock.
Spuds have been showing this throughout the entire time they've been here at Mike Lansing, especially these past two series they've been at Mike Lansing. They are hitting balls perfectly into gaps against everyone right now. It's been a lot of fun watching these guys take their ABs, and just so many well-placed hits. It's been incredible.
Definitely, and Holden Christensen doing a great job going after a very, very easy pitch for him. That's right in his wheelhouse. Was able to get a base knock out of it, and now you bring up Carter Patak, who started the first inning with a base knock. This one is a little chopper towards the second baseman. It eats him up. Trying to get to second is Holden Christensen. Patak gets to first. No play is made, and now you get runners at first and second.
Oh, yeah. DeLuca just completely took his eyes off the ball there. Thought that was going. Just tried to put it right in the bread basket. Looked up to make the throw, and then the ball kicks off his glove. Man, tough error there if you're the Bison. All of a sudden, 2 on, nobody out. And look who's coming.
Definitely, it's a tough break, and now you bring up Hunter Stonecipher, who had that RBI triple back in the first inning. Genuinely, 10 minutes ago, Hunter Stonecipher got the scoring started. Looking to do the same thing here. Carter Patak, too, was given a single for that base knock. Hunter Stonecipher fakes the bunt, pops this one up into shallow left center. The shortstop coming in, but the left fielder will be able to camp underneath it for out number 1. But now you bring up the guy who hit a 2-run home run back in the first inning, Gage Dickerson. Looking to do something definitely similar here. Has a chance to go for the home run cycle.
I just thought of this. That's now 3 home runs in the last 3 games for the Spuds. Drew Wardell hit one in Game 4 of that Spearfish series. Hunter Stonecipher with the grand slam yesterday. Gage Dickerson getting his night started off with a 2-run shot.
Power is showing up at a great time if you're the Casper Spuds. Dickerson stands in the 0-0. This one popped up towards the first baseman. Fortunately for him, right in the sun. But he'll come back and make the grab for out number 2.
That's always so tough, looking straight up in the air, sun hitting you at an angle. Always a chance he's going to lose it there. I think he took about a step too far. He had to come back a little bit as he was making the catch, but good job to stay with it, see what Billingsley can do with 2 outs.
Definitely. Billingsley, he had a single back in the first inning as well. Was able to make his way to second, but that's all he was able to get out of it. But looking to do some damage here as well. Hunter Stonecipher and Gage Dickerson, too. They were the hottest bats in that first inning. But they become the first 2 outs of the second inning. One of the many mysteries about baseball. You'll never have the same AB twice. Well, you will, but at the same time, pitches are different. Here's the 0-0. Billingsley hits a little chopper towards the second baseman. He'll field it, the throw to first in time. So 3 very quick outs as well for the Bison Baseball Club. We'll be right back in the top of the third inning for more baseball here at Mike Lansing Field.
It's the crack of the bat, roar of the crowd, and an ice-cold Budweiser in your hand. Budweiser is the perfect companion to every pitch, hit, and home run. Brewed for those who live for the game and savor the moment. This season, make it a Bud. Budweiser. This Bud is for you.
Welcome back, Spuds Nation. Cade Stefan, tonight's beer batter, will lead things off in the top of the third inning. Liam Fitzgerald looking to make some quick work of the Bison once more. First pitch, called strike. Yeah, so far through the first 2 innings, Liam Fitzgerald has had a 1-2-3-4 situation in both times. Next pitch, bounces in the dirt, off the glove though, of Holden Christensen.
It seems like both pitchers have been kind of using the same kind of mentality. We've seen them pounding that outside part of the plate, of course, to varying successes. But, you know, both.
Here's a liner right in between the third baseman and the shortstop. That'll get into left field. So the top of the third starts with a base knock, and Logan, please continue.
Yeah, both guys have been kind of using that outer half of the plate to begin their ABs and then trying to decide where to go there. That time, Fitzgerald, his slider just started a little too far over the plate and decides he needs a new baseball after that one.
Yeah, I can't blame him either. That took a really hard skip in the dirt of the infield. The new batter now as the lineup turns over, Harrison Simpson. This one popped up over towards the first base side. Hunter Stonecipher able to make the grab. So Simpson not able to make anything of the AB, and now that brings up Anthony DeLuca, who struck out his first time up. It's a really solid crowd tonight, too, for Saturday.
Yeah, warm one, and then you had the rain, so you get a little humidity in there as well. But you know what? Credit to these fans for, showing out for the last couple of games. And if this is what the last game of the year looks like, I can only imagine what we're going to see on Monday.
Couldn't agree more. Here's a pop-up towards the press box. Actually hits off the press box. Almost went through the door of it, actually.
It sounded like it broke something over there. I think I heard something crack.
Hopefully nothing did break. It's a very expensive window. So here's the 1-1 to Anthony DeLuca. This one popped up over towards the first base side. Hunter Stonecipher ranging to his back, and he's able to make the grab. I guess when you play the outfield a little bit, it helps out for some of those.
That's all we talked. Nick and I talked about this yesterday. Sorry about that, but Nick and I talked about this yesterday. It's blown my mind that this is coming out here to Casper. This is the first time that Stonecipher hasn't started catching. He has only played catcher until now, and that's a play there, the over-the-shoulder catch by Stonecipher. That's a play you really only see experienced first baseman make. So he has done a great job adapting to these different positions and has really honed in on how to play them.
Definitely, and I feel like it's kind of a lost trade of catchers nowadays, trying to play that first base role. I feel like you used to see it a lot more during the 2000s and the 2010s of catchers being that type of two-way star between being a catcher and a first baseman. This one lined over the head of Hunter Billingsley. That'll roll towards the left fielder. It's picked up. The throw to second base, not in time. So it's a double for Vinny Nelson. Now in turn, that'll move Stefan over to third, and now that brings up Nate Evans. But going back to the catcher first baseman role that Hunter Stonecipher is trying to adapt to, it really is a forgotten trade. And again, you used to see it all the time, especially in the big leagues with guys like Buster Posey, Yadier Molina. You saw it a little bit too out of Jorge Posada towards the back end. Same with Carson Kelly for a little bit with the Diamondbacks.
Joe Mauer.
Exactly. So I love seeing catchers transition over towards that first base spot because it's also another position where you see them. It's the most common position really next to catcher that sees the most action. And I feel like that type of play definitely has something to do with that as well. But again, like you were saying with Hunter Stonecipher in the outfield, he has done great at adjusting to those spots, to those roles, just elevating the game for him and the Spuds. So Fitzgerald ahead of the count on Nate Evans. Here's the pitch. Just low.
He has not been giving that. He has not been giving that lower half of the plate a whole lot. Trying to strike someone out at the knees, you're going to have to earn it with how this zone has looked so far tonight.
I have to agree with you there. This one hit into right field, going to his back and making the grab off his back foot is none other than the right fielder for the Casper Spuds. What a play over there from Hunter Billingsley. So not your typical right fielder, but he makes a great play to end the top of the third. We'll be right back with more Spuds baseball here on YouTube.
Looking to get active and connect with your community? The YMCA of Natrona County and Casper has something for everyone. State-of-the-art fitness equipment, youth programs, swim lessons, and more. Whether you're chasing goals or just getting started, the Y is here for you. Visit CasperYMCA.org and join a community that moves you forward. If you're visiting Casper for business, adventure, or just passing through town, Best Western has you covered. With clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, and a staff that treats you like family, you'll feel right at home, whether near or far. With 3 convenient locations, Best Western in Casper is your base camp for everything Wyoming. Book your stay and rest easy today.
Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning. Casper Spuds still lead things 3-0 after a 3-run first inning that was filled with excitement. But now it's the bottom of the third inning, and the Spuds looking to put across a couple more runs, and Stone Vasic will be the leadoff hitter. Tonight's DH. First pitch from him, swings and misses at the slider.
Vasic flew out to center his first time, but that was a ball that looked like it was going to loop. He had put good wood on it, just center fielder made a great run to make that catch.
Trying to avenge his last AB. Here's the 0-1 from Teeter. Stays a little high on the arm slot for ball one. That'll even things out too for Vasic. The 1-1 on the way to Stone Vasic. This one popped up, and that'll go foul. I want to see Santa Claus catch a foul ball tonight. I really do.
That'd be something.
He is ready for his Christmas present. You know what?
By God, he's going to get one.
Most definitely. 100% he will. I believe in him. So the 1-2 on the way to Stone Vasic. Teeter kicks and deals. Breaking ball. Strike three. Stone Vasic goes down looking. Froze him on the breaking ball stuff.
Yeah, that was a rainbow curveball that Stone completely gave up on. Thought that was going to be a little lower than it ended up, and credit to him. You know, we hit on this in the top of the inning. The umpire hadn't really been giving that low around the hollow of the knees part of the strike zone, it felt like, but just barely clipped in the zone there. Not much you can do if you're Stone. Just say that was a great pitch.
Definitely caught him off his timing, so that's how the first out of the bottom of the third gets started. But now you bring up Ethan Schlotterback, who walked in his first plate appearance. First pitch to him off the end of the bat. Foul towards the concourse. Watch out, Larry. That actually was really close to hitting him, by the way. That was like about 2 feet. Shout out Larry. He's our wristband guy. Here's the 0-1 to Ethan Schlotterback. Next pitch bounces in the dirt. 1-1. 1-1. Teeter taking his time with the approach. The 1-1 again to Schlotterback. Inside, ball two. Ethan, he's another guy on the team who has a lot of pop in his bat, but we've really seen him shine with a lot of those singles and bloop hits. But he can definitely get on one in a hurry. Next pitch to the AB catches that outside corner. 2-2.
And he's a guy, you look at him, he looks like he has that build, almost kind of like how he can immediately turn on a baseball, just get his hands around really quick and send one a really long way.
Couldn't agree more. Here's the 2-2. Schlotterback hits a chopper towards the first baseman. He'll field it. The flip to the pitcher in time to get Schlotterback. So now that'll bring up Cole Barta. He flew out to center field his last time up. Barta, he'll be a key piece, too, offensively for the Spuds going into that playoff series as well.
And he was. Barta, he was really close to breaking his hit streak. Interesting fact about him, he has gotten a hit in all but one of the games that he's played in this year.
Really solid work. Again, Barta been here around 10, 12 games at this point in the season. Here's the 1-0 to Barta. Next pitch, high and outside. 2-0.
10.
10 games?
10 games. He's gotten a hit in 9 of them. How about that?
I'll tell you what, it feels like I've known the guy for quite some time. He's done a phenomenal job for the Casper Spuds.
You know what? And he's playing hurt too. He's still got a battle scar up there on his nose from when he was hit against the Aviators.
His nose is still broken, by the way. Here's the next pitch, runs inside. 3-0 to Barta. Yeah, Barta originally got stitches. He got hit in the face just about a couple games ago.
The apologies, it was not against the Aviators. It was against the Zap on July 17th when he was hit.
So about a week ago from today. Next pitch, called a strike on Barta, 3-1. But it was about a week ago from today. Cole Barta was looking at a fastball. It bounced off the earmuff, hit him in the nose, gave him a nice little shiner for a little bit. Had to go to the ER, grab a couple stitches, but he's been back and trying to play to his best. And there's a base knock that'll find some left field grass. So Cole Barta continues that hit streak you're talking about.
Yeah, and he's been a guy that's been really fun to watch. You know, this is game 11 for him, and just what a performance he's put on. You know, you get here a little bit later than most guys, but like we've talked about, those guys who get here later seem like they always have a great start, and he has just really hit the ground running. He's never stopped.
Couldn't agree more. And he's also a nice runner as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see some base running aggressiveness out of him. Trey Brooks stands in now with a fresh count. First pitch he sees. This one will be hit into straightaway center, but the center fielder has to take a little hop for out number 3. Four batters faced, 3 set down in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back in the top of the 4th to see what more the Bison and the Spuds can do.
Craving comfort food anytime, day or night? Head to Denny's. America's Diner is always open. Whether it's pancakes at midnight, burgers for breakfast, or coffee to fuel your day, Denny's has you covered. With friendly service, affordable prices, and something for everyone, it's the perfect spot to gather, relax, and dig in. So why wait? Swing by Denny's today, where good food and great memories are always on the menu. Hungry for pizza that hits the spot every time? Order from Papa John's. Made with fresh dough, quality ingredients, and that signature garlic sauce you love. Whether you want classic pepperoni, loaded veggie, or something new, Papa John's delivers hot, fresh, and ready to enjoy. Plus, with easy online ordering and fast delivery, your perfect pizza night is just a few clicks away. Choose Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Top of the 4th inning upon us here at Mike Lansing Field. Santa Claus and everybody else on the field is all ready. First pitch of the inning, called a strike from Liam Fitzgerald. Spuds lead it 2-3-0 after a 3-run first inning, and a 2-run shot from Gage Dickerson was a huge part of that.
Adam White leading things off.
Here's a ground ball towards the shortstop Dickerson. The throw in time for out number 1.
Now make him 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs.
So now that'll bring up John Perry. He's the catcher for this Bison squad. Last game 2 of this 2-game series. Last game of the regular season.
Perry yesterday, 0 for 2, was hit with a pitch and drew a walk and came around to score on both of those.
First pitch of the AB down way low, 1-0.
He also got the first hit of the game for the Bison today, 1 for 1 with a single.
Yeah, Fitzgerald's done a really good job containing base runners tonight. Next pitch, breaking ball catches a huge part of the zone for strike 1. But Fitz has done a fantastic job making sure that those runners don't come across to score. Here's the next pitch of the AB, down low, 2-1. So here's the 1-1 now from Fitz. Perry has to back up off the plate. 3-1 count now. The 3-1 on the way from Fitz. This one runs inside. So it's a 5-pitch walk to John Perry. His name is not Zach John Perry. It's just John Perry. Let's be very clear.
Is that a John Ryan Murphy appearance?
Yes, in short.
Arizona Diamondback legend.
Yeah, that he is. That he is. It was actually a lot of fun to watch. Another one of my favorite Diamondbacks, though, had to have been Justin Upton.
There's always a Chris Young guy.
Chris Young was amazing. First pitch from Fitzgerald to Mason Bevan, swing and a miss. Chris Young was always fun to watch, too. I remember the golden years of Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a lot of fun as well. Here's the next pitch. It's a chopper towards Patak. It takes a crazy high hop on him, and it'll get into right field. That'll be ruled as a base knock, too, for Bevan. Really, there is nothing you can do if you're Carter Patak or any second baseman for that matter. That ball took one of the craziest hops I had ever seen.
Yeah, I think that just caught off the lip of the grass and just over the head of Patak there. I don't even think Yao Ming could have caught that ball.
I wouldn't be surprised. He doesn't play baseball. I will say, he probably would have stopped it, though, I will say.
Well, what was he, 7'6"?
Something like that. Wemby could have stopped it, too. I feel like them just standing there in that spot, though, that would just hit off their chest, you know?
Cody McCreary out. Talk shop with Fitzgerald. Kind of the first time he's really gotten into a lot of trouble. It's the first time he's had multiple runners on here in the ball games. We're already in the top of the 4th, so just kind of come out there after giving up a couple hits, calm the guy down. Try to deliver here with 1 out in the top of the 4th.
First pitch of the AB almost gets away. Holden Christensen, however, able to make a good snag on it. Keep that runner at bay over at second. John Perry was looking a little anxious. A little too eager. Here's the 1-0. Down low again and outside. 2-0.
I'm looking down over to the first base dugout. I'm wondering what in the world our great intern Kylie is holding.
Next pitch of the AB high. I believe those are antler horns, but the inflatable version.
Those supposed to be reindeer horns?
I think you're right. I think they are reindeer horns.
Okay.
Again, it is Christmas in July.
Christmas in July, baby.
I do miss Christmas, I will say. Best holiday. Next pitch from Fitzgerald, called a strike at the knees. 3-1 on the way. What would you say is your favorite holiday, Logan? Next pitch, swing and a miss.
I immediately started thinking, because I knew you were going to ask that question, I'd probably have to go with Christmas.
I feel like there's no better time. I will say I am very zealous that you get to have a snowy Christmas. In Arizona, it's just rain. I talked about it later. Next pitch fouled off, but I talked about it a little bit earlier when it did start raining for that quick 15-minute stretch that it really did feel like Christmas for me. If there's rain on Christmas Day in Arizona, it's a good Christmas.
That's your white Christmas?
Exactly. That's our white Christmas. Maybe a little hail, that might help out a little bit. Here's the full count now from Fitzgerald. Next pitch fouled off down the right side. We'll do it again.
Weren't you saying earlier we had a little bit of a hailstorm earlier in the year? You've never seen hail before? Was that you that said that?
Yeah, I've only seen, well, to be fair, I've seen hail like once.
Okay.
Once in my life I have seen hail. Twice after the summer. But the first time I saw it, I didn't know it was hail. I thought it was just kind of snow, and they were really small pellets. The other day, it was big. This ball is laced down the left field line, and that'll go foul. But the time I did see them, they were about the size of, do you know the airsoft BBs?
Yeah.
It was about that size.
Okay.
So I feel like it was my first time really experiencing it. Next pitch, chopper. We'll do it again. Mason Beaven, apologies, Ethan McLaughlin really trying his best at this AB. But yeah, I will say I have not seen them the size they were that one time where they were about a golf ball. That was insane.
Man, I don't think those were they were a little smaller than a golf ball.
All I knew is it hurt. Definitely hurt.
They don't feel good.
Here's a 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. McLaughlin set down on strikes. Two outs, 2 on. Liam Fitzgerald here in the top of the 4th looking to contain the Bison. A home run ties things up in a hurry as Cade Stefan stands in. Tonight's beer batter. He had a single, too, back in the 3rd inning. Next pitch on the way. Up high, 1-0. I have seen snow before, though, I will say. I have seen snow.
Okay.
Couple times, I could probably count it on my fingers, the amount of times I've seen snow, but I have seen snow. I think one of the coolest places I ever saw it was in Chicago. That was really fun. Next pitch to the AB, called a strike on the outside corner. Do you have a favorite Christmas present that you've ever gotten, Logan?
Oh, you're gonna have to get back to me on that one.
We will. The world needs to know.
Fitzgerald looking for back-to-back strikeouts. He's got 1 strike already.
Next pitch, called a strike. 1 away from that.
Big swing and miss there. Looking for strikeout number 4 and back-to-back Ks.
Yeah, Fitzgerald had 2 back in the 1st inning, looking for 2 here in the 4th. Here's the 1-2, 2 runners on. 2 outs, the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, he got him. Liam Fitzgerald, back-to-back Ks. That'll end the 4th inning. Discounted beer for everybody on top of that. It really is Christmas. We'll be right back with some more Casper Spuds baseball right here on YouTube.
When it comes to reliable infrastructure, Duraline and Casper is leading the way. As a trusted manufacturer of high-performance conduit and cable protection, Duraline helps power the connections that keep Wyoming and the world running strong. From broadband to energy, their innovative solutions are built to last in any environment. Represented in Casper, trusted everywhere, Duraline, creating connections that matter.
This season, fuel your Spud spirit with the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi, one of the official drinks of your Casper Spuds. Whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, Pepsi is the perfect game day companion. Ice cold, bold, and made for fans like you. Grab a Pepsi and let's go Spuds.
Bottom of the fourth inning is already here, and it's a very Merry Christmas. Well, very Merry July Christmas, if you will. Still about, I believe, 4 months out from actual Christmas from today?
5 months.
5 months? 7? 5? I'm really bad at math, Logan. I trust you. I'm
8.
going to take your word for it. I trust you. I believe you. I would need to pull my calculator app out for that. First pitch, by the way, to start things off in the bottom of the fourth is called a strike on Holden Christensen. Next pitch runs inside, and that'll even things up at 1-1. By the way, too, Christensen already does have a base knock tonight. So far, the only two without him, Trey Brooks and Stone Vasic. Next pitch to the AB is a breaking ball that has about as much hang time as a hot air balloon. And that'll drop in for strike 2.
Vasic and Brooks, they've had the exact same two outcomes just flipped. Vasic flew out to center, struck out looking. Brooks struck out looking, flew out to center.
So two very identical stat lines up to this point. Holden Christensen has to go golfing for this one, and it'll go foul. Santa Claus will just let that one go by. I thought he was going to try to make a play on it. Wonder if he would die for one. Obviously, hopefully he would be careful. The 1-2 on the way to Holden Christensen. Pitch from Teeter on the way. Christensen gets a hold of this one and flies it into left field. The left fielder will come in on it and make the grab for out number 1. Very quick start to the game, too. Almost through 4 innings in less than an hour and 20 minutes. So now that'll bring up Carter Patak. He's got himself 2 singles on the day. He's also came across the score. Looking to do some more damage here. Possible home run on the way from Patak.
Let's see it.
First pitch of the AB on the way. This one bounces in the dirt, 1-0. I'm calling it home run right underneath the scoreboard in left center.
All right. I'll hold you to it.
You're going to have to. The 1-0 now on the way to number 1. Next pitch to Patak. This one off the end of his bat. Foul. One and one now to number 1. Patak gets ready in the batter's box. Teeter gets set. He kicks. He deals. This one just high. 2-1. 2-1 now to Patak. We'll say 2. Teeter takes his time. The pitch on the way, off the end of the bat again, foul. Two on the way to Carter Patak. Teeter gets ready. He gets set. Out of the stretch, he kicks and deals. This one, line into right field. Nobody's there. If that gets down, that's extra bases. It's foul.
Ooh.
For a second, I thought it hit off the line.
That looked pretty good. I'm with you, Kai. I thought that bounced perfectly off the chalk line. If it hits the chalk line, it's a fair ball. Home plate umpire, or excuse me, field umpire says it just missed it.
Yeah, I have to say, if it missed by a blade of grass. I think Elijah Reeves, too, was trying to talk to the field umpire and say how many blades did that one miss by? So the 2-2 will be played out once more. Carter Patak looking to get on base here. Next pitch on the way, down low, full count now.
Oh, man, you could tell Patak wanted to go after that one, too. He was following it the whole way. He really wanted to swing at that. Good job to hold back.
And you can definitely tell Patak thought that was his pitch at first. Spuds, too, have been doing a pretty good job eating away at Teeter's pitch count as well. 55 pitches through these 3 1/3 innings. Patak will take a quick timeout. Full count again on the way to Patak. Standing on deck, Hunter Stonecipher. Teeter kicks, he deals. Patak hits a little grounder towards the shortstop. He has to come crashing in. Fields it. The throw, not in time. Gets away from the first baseman. The catcher too far away to back it up. The throw will not be there. Apologies, it will be. Having to pick it up, however, is the second baseman. But Patak's in there with a base knock. He's got 3 hits on the day, all of which have been singles.
Yeah, great job there. That was going to be hard because Patak was burning out of the box. Just a nice little swinging bunt there. Tough play for the shortstop. I'd be surprised if they marked that as an error. He looked like he was going to be safe regardless.
Definitely have to agree. First baseman, too, didn't have enough stretch to get out there and try to make that play. And as a catcher, too, if I'm John Perry in a situation like that, that's a tough play to back up as well because you have to turn your back to the dugout, and you never really know where it's going to kick off. Now Hunter Stonecipher with a chance to do some more damage for the Spuds. He's already got himself an RBI triple tonight. See if he can get another run across. This one is hit sharply into deep center. However, the center fielder will range over to his right and make the catch for out number 2. Now you bring up Gage Dickerson. He had that 2-run shot back in the first inning for the Casper Spuds. Looking to duplicate what he did. There's the yo-o on the way to Dickerson. Teeter kicks and deals. First pitch, call the strike. A little bit of a late call from the home plate umpire, but right there at the knees. Carter Patak leads off second. There's the 0-1. This one off the end of the bat over the press box. 0-2. Been a very quiet ball game since the bottom of the first inning. Couple of hits here and there, but nobody been able to amount any more runs since that bottom frame.
Yeah, both guys on the mound really locked it in, especially Teeter after 4 straight hits and 3 runs coming across.
Dickerson swings and misses at the breaking ball. Strike 3. That'll end the 4th inning. Logan, please continue.
Yeah, and that's strikeout number 3 for Teeter. He's done a great job after running into all that trouble he did in the first inning. He has really bounced back and been able to shut down the Spuds lineup.
For sure. So we'll be right back with more Spuds baseball in the top of the 5th inning. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss out on more jam-packed action.
Craving legendary food and service? Head on down to Texas Roadhouse in Evansville, where the steaks are hand-cut, the rolls are hot and fresh, and the energy is always high. Whether it's a family dinner or a night out with friends, Texas Roadhouse is here for you. Located at 210 Miracle Street, be sure to come hungry, and we know you'll leave happy. Legendary food, legendary service, that's Texas Roadhouse. Craving legendary pizza and a family-friendly buffet? Head to the Pizza Ranch, located at 5011 East 2nd Street. Load up on hot pizza, crispy chicken, and our famous cactus bread. Perfect for family nights, team celebrations, or just feeding those cravings. Swing on by or order online at pizzaranch.com, where every meal is a hit.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning here in Mike Lansing Field. The Casper Spuds lead things off. Ahead 3-0, but leading things off in the top of the 5th for the Bison is none other than Harrison Simpson. Jonathan Mendez, the new pitcher, in. We'll even things up 1-1. He gets his first strikeout tonight.
Sorry, Kai. Mendez making his 13th appearance of the year. 18 innings, no wins, 2 losses on the year. He's given up 23 hits, 20 runs, 16 of those earned, 17 strikeouts, 10 walks for a whip of 1.833.
Next pitch outside for Mendez, 3-1. We'll say, too, Mendez definitely has some of the better vertical breaking ball stuff when it comes down to the curve and change. There's a little squibber towards the first baseman. Fields it. The flip. The tag is not in time. Simpson beats it by about a half a step. Little surprised to see Schlotterbeck not try to run. Apologies. A little surprised to see Stonecipher not just try to run over and tag it himself. I thought for a second he was trying to go unassisted. But the flip and the tag was just not in time to get Simpson out. So now Anthony DeLuca stands in.
Yeah, I think Stonecipher thought that he was not going to get there in time, tried the flip to Mendez, and Simpson just too fast that time.
Definitely. So Simpson able to leg it out for an infield single. Jonathan Mendez ahead of the count 0-1. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball just high and just outside. 1-1. Mendez, too, definitely one of those guys who has a lot of good strikeout stuff, but can get guys to easily roll over on some of that off speed. Here's a good pickoff move, just not able to get the tag down in time.
Yeah, he's kind of got that step back, falling back, flip it over. I think we've seen him get called for a balk before on that, but it's a great move.
Tries it again, not in time. I will say, I think one of the things that makes it a really great move is it really catches you as a runner off your timing, and being a left-handed pitcher, it's always a benefit to you trying to pick off a runner. Here's the next pitch to the AB, high and away. But Holden Christensen able to make the catch on it, make sure it doesn't get to the backstop. Here's the 2-1. This one lined into left center. Somebody trying to get over to it. Finally, the left fielder will come in and pick it up. But that's another base knock for Anthony DeLuca. So no outs, but runners on first and second now for the Bison.
Yeah, back-to-back innings. We've seen guys get 2 runners on. And that draws McCreary out of the dugout once again.
Got to think, too, McCreary, just telling him everything's okay. It's only 2 hits. Nothing to worry about. Just keep going after the next batter.
Looks like Donovan Thompson's getting loose. We've seen him a lot these past couple of weeks.
Definitely a flamethrower as well. From Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, he talked a little bit about how he used to go to Harrisburg Senator games all the time. Me and him got to talking. Harrisburg, too, about 20 minutes out from where my dad currently lives in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. It's pretty cool talking to him, talking about the culture, getting to know each other, talking about favorite food places. Definitely a lot of good ones, I will say.
The local stuff.
Always. The first pitch from Mendez to the new batter, Vinny Nelson, is outside, 1-0. Mendez looking for at least 2 outs here on a possible ground ball. Next pitch, catches that outside corner, strike 1.
Nielsen 1 for 2 today, doubled his last time.
Next pitch to the AB, bounces in the dirt. Holden Christensen fields it. The throw to first base. The runner was off. He's out. They got him. What a good pick by Holden Christensen to get the runner at first. And Anthony DeLuca was just way too far off. I'm sure he thought it was going to get past Holden Christensen, but he did a great job just keeping it in front of him and getting that throw in time.
Yeah, that got away from Christensen. Both runners not sure about whether or not they wanted to advance. Christensen, honestly, for my liking, took a little too long to throw that ball. I think as soon as you see him trailing off, you got to throw that immediately. But great job to recognize how far away he was, and a good job to get that out.
I definitely agree. I think Holden, too, was looking for that lead runner at second to see how far he was off. Took his time, did a little double pump, threw it to first. Great job getting the first out.
And that's true. You also got to make sure that the lead runner doesn't advance to third there.
Swing and a miss. Absolutely right. Full count now on the way. Mendez's payoff pitch. It's hit foul. We'll do 3-2 one more time. Mendez looking to keep that runner at second. Right over there. Here's the next pitch. It's a liner into center field. It'll get down. Head coach thought about waving in Harrison Simpson, but he'll stop at third. But not before Vinny Nelson picks himself up a base knock.
A nice little piece of hitting now. Runners on the corners for the next batter, that being Nate Evans. Only one out in the inning as well.
We'll say while Nelson was able to get a base knock on a spot like that, it also puts you in a good spot too to now potentially roll two on anything that's hit to your infielders. Here's the next pitch. It's a chopper towards the shortstop. Dickerson will flip it to second for the first out, but the throw to first is not in time. So they're only able to pick up one. A run will come across to score in Harrison Simpson. But they were able to get the lead runner out on the fielder's choice. Nate Evans will be safe at first.
Yeah, and that's such a hard play to turn two on. Just such a high bouncing ball. You got to be really quick if you want to try to get two outs there. You know, that's about the best outcome there for the Spuds.
So the Spuds still lead 3-1. Gonna do first pitch of the AB. Just missed outside. 1-0. Mendez, though, looking to make sure that's the only run to come across. Here's another pickoff move, but the field umpire calls a balk. Speaking of, we just mentioned it a little earlier. Now, the biggest reason as to why that balk is called so often is also because when you take that step, a lot of times those field umpires want to see that back foot come off the pitcher's bump, but at times, too, when you're trying to do that back step move, it can stay on a little bit too long for a field umpire's liking. So that call is a very reasonable one at that.
Yeah, it's such a hard move, as you mentioned. It's such a great move to try to throw the runner's timing off, but at the same time, it's very, very dangerous. You got to play, as you said, place your foot just right, and that was unfortunately kind of expected for Mendez.
Very true. But at the same time, you're still dealing with two outs, only one runner on in a spot like this, and you're ahead 1-2 on Adam White, who's grounded out to second and the shortstop tonight. Here's the 1-2 on the way to from Mendez. Runner takes off, bounces in the dirt. Holden Christensen will at least keep it in front of him as the count evens up at 2-2.
Trying to manufacture this last run any way they can. Tying run at the plate for the Bison. Big out.
Here's the 2-2. Popped up over towards the third base side. There's a chance Schlotterback runs out of room, and he will.
Runs into the Bison dugout at that.
Do the 2-2 count twice. Here's the 2-2 on the way from Mendez. Runner at third. White stands in. The pitch, swing and a miss at the high cheddar. Mendez says he'll send you a letter. So with that, that'll end the top of the fifth inning. The Casper Spuds lead it 3-1. We'll be back with more Spuds baseball here on YouTube.
It's the crack of the bat, roar of the crowd, and an ice-cold Budweiser in your hand. Budweiser is the perfect companion to every pitch, hit, and home run. Brewed for those who live for the game and savor the moment. This season, make it a Bud. Budweiser. This Bud is for you.
Welcome back to Mike Lansing Field. Bottom half of inning number 5 set to go. Spuds lead things 3-1, and it'll be Hunter Billingsley to lead things off middle third of the order. Due up for Casper as the first pitch to Hunter is at the knees for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Billingsley tonight, he's got himself a base knock. He's grounded out to the second baseman, but is looking to do a little bit more here.
1 stays inside, 1-1 to count now to Billingsley.
Yeah, after that top half of the 5th inning, that is the first run to come across since the bottom half of the 1st. So now with the Bison breaking through, you got to think the Spuds are trying to do something similar.
Definitely realize that no lead is safe in baseball, especially a 2-run lead. 1-1. Caught the outer half, 1-2 now.
Billingsley, too, he's done really well over the last couple of home games as well. He's had a couple of 2-run shots, has really been a hero a lot of the nights that he's been on the bump here as well.
1-2 outside, 2-2 now. Stay tuned, Spuds fans. We have a special guest coming up to the booth here in just a moment. See what we got here as Billingsley stands in on the 2-2. That one is popped up and fouled back. And Spuds fans, we have a 2026 Legacy Club member joining us here in the booth, Matt Marsick. Matt, how are you doing? How have you been, man?
What's going on, Spuds Nation? I'm good, man. It's been good. Really nice to be up here, catching a Spuds game. Here's one of my favorite Spuds player. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little winded. Had to run here. One of my favorite Spuds, Hunter Billingsley's up to bat right now, but it's been
as he swings and taps one into the glove, swinging strikeout for Hunter Billingsley.
But yeah, it's been good. It's been nice to get up here. This has been my home away from home for the past 3 years. So, coming up here is a little, it hit me in the feels a little bit, but it's super nice to be back. Love the Casper atmosphere.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you play in Idaho, or was your first year of summer ball in Casper?
Yeah, first year of summer ball was in Casper.
Okay, so 2023, first year of summer ball, as we'll have Stone Vasic come to the plate, another guy you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
As the first pitch to him is in the zone for a strike, and actually that's not Stone Vasic there. Looks like it's Brody Knight who has grabbed a bat and is hitting now. But, Matt, take me back to 2023, your first time in Casper, Wyoming, your first time meeting Christy Hack, as the next pitch is in the zone as well, 0-2. Your first time in Casper, your first time meeting Christy was like what?
It was surreal, honestly. It was so surreal. First time ever playing summer ball where you're away from home, on my own, living with a family. I had no idea, who they were. I've only met them through email. And, your first game is in this old minor league stadium. You don't know how many people are going to be there. You don't know what the baseball is going to be like. You met these people through Twitter, of all places, and you're just like, what am I walking into? But you drive in, get to Denver, and then see all the scenery. You drive in, you're like, holy cow, this might be somewhere special. You get to the stadium, you're like, okay, this is a nice stadium. I could see myself playing here. As we got a pop-up down the right field line in the Bermuda Triangle. Right fielder drops it.
Yeah, not able to make the catch. And Brody Knight safe at first after that.
But yeah, just so surreal to come up here, your first summer ever away from home like that, and, play for a world-class organization like the Casper Spuds.
So take me back to that 2024 championship year. There was a title that was given to that year, the Revenge Tour. The Spuds able to complete the Revenge Tour, and just take me through that entire season. That group of guys, what was it like just being there the entire summer in 2024?
Yeah, 2024 was special. After you do special things like that, in 2023, no matter where you came from in the spring, like it hits you deep. Getting your heart ripped out like that, Game 5 against a stacked Fremont Moo team. Big Ten guys, all the big guys that you would want to make a deep championship run like that. And so you kind of come back with that bad taste in your mouth. Your host families drove out from Casper to Fremont to watch you lose Game 5. That doesn't really feel that good. So to load up on the talent, like we did with Josh Phillips, Ethan Slaughterback, Kenny in the outfield, have Cody, me, Berkey, all those guys, Fink, Estrada, just world-class players in a world-class organization. And I'll, preach that from the mountaintops. This place is special. And, it meant a lot to me to play here for 3 years as Slaughterback hits one hard at short, but it's caught on the run, but no double play.
Hey,
a little broadcasting.
Hey, easy now. That's my job, man. That's my job. No. But, go ahead. Update the fans. What are you up to nowadays, Matt?
Yeah, so I'll finish up my master's degree here in August. I'll be done with that. Then I'll be coaching at Navarro College. And, that's where I'm going to start my post-baseball career at, down in Texas, Corsicana, Texas. So I'm really excited about that. And for the summer, I've really been taking it pretty easy, honestly. It's been nice. Do miss this place a lot, playing every day, putting on the jersey with the fellas, Mike Lansing, nothing beats that. But, yeah, I've been coaching a little bit. Yeah, it's been fun. Gotten into golf, too.
Okay. What's your best score?
I think I shot a 92 was my best score, but we're work in progress.
Okay, that's
Trust
fine.
the process. Step 1, break 100. So.
All right, yeah, we're getting there. I've actually never gone golfing before,
really? Okay.
So I'm in no place to judge. But yeah, Matt, it's great to see you up here as this is a hard hit ball by Barta, flip to the shortstop covering, and that will end the inning. So no runs for the Spuds here in the bottom of the 5th, but Matt, you have any final messages for the fans?
I do, actually. I have a special announcement, Logan. So you are going to be inducted into the Spuds Legacy Club. You are the first nominee for the 2027 class. Congratulations, Logan. It has been awesome to hear the big-time moments on the field with your voice behind it.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you for all the memories. 3rd year here, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you to Paul and Christy Hack. That's awesome news, man. Thank you so much.
Of course, man.
Well, that'll do it for us here at the bottom of the 5th. No runs for the Spuds. We'll go to the top half of inning number 6. Still 3-1. You're watching Spuds Baseball here on YouTube.
It's the crack of the bat, roar of the crowd, and an ice-cold Budweiser in your hand. Budweiser is the perfect companion to every pitch, hit, and home run. Brewed for those who live for the game and savor the moment. This season, make it a Bud. Budweiser. This Bud is for you.
Top half of inning number 6 ready to go, as it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters due up for the Bison Baseball Club. John Perry will be leading things off.
Yeah, new pitcher on the bump as well for the Casper Spuds and Donovan Thompson. Looking to do some damage. Defensively, that is.
So, see what Donovan Thompson can do. His first pitch stays high, 1-0. Next pitch, 1-1 now.
Congrats on the Legacy Club, Logan.
Yeah,
well deserved.
Thank you, man. You know, it's the first summer job that I had coming out of college. Didn't really know what I was getting into here, and kind of just hit the ground running, and loved Casper the second I got here. So this place has given me a lot of great memories, and hopefully continue a few more here in the next week or so.
Very true. First summer for me, I can already say many memories have been made at this ballpark. That is for sure.
2 balls and a strike here to Perry. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Perry definitely was not too happy with himself missing on that one. Looks like he wants that pitch back.
Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff man at the plate for the Bison. Fouled back. We'll try it again.
Thompson trying to work with the high heat stuff. Got to think he's going to try to switch things up here.
Two again, and once again another foul ball. Two way outside, pulled the slider off the table. Full count now here to Perry. He's done a good job here in this AB.
Yeah, Perry tonight, he's walked and he's got himself a base knock as well. I will say, though, too, Logan, that today has been filled with many jam-packed memories, from engagements to the Legacy Club to birthdays. It's been a very fun day.
3-2. What a slider. Got him looking. Strike 3 called. What a pitch by Donovan Thompson. Perry can't believe that was called strike 3. And, man, that was a beautiful slider by Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, what a pitch. For a second, too, I'm pretty sure Perry thought that was ball 4. Saw him start trying to take off the leg guard, and then the late call from the home plate umpire rung him up. Donovan Thompson, one amazing pitch.
Mason Bevan leading things off. Big swing and miss. Good changeup there by Thompson.
Thompson looking to stay efficient here. Get a couple of solid innings for the Spuds as well.
Big swing and miss. Goes to the fastball that time, as Bevan has been completely in between pitches there on those last 2. Oh, 2 foul back, coming back here, Guy.
If the window was open.
Yeah, what a catch right here in front. I think that's my host dad right there, Jason Weenia with the catch.
Got it on the rebound.
Yeah, it is Jason. Great catch.
The one time we don't have the window open. The
Right.
one time.
0-2, just off the plate away. 1-2 now.
Thankfully, it didn't break our window. I think that's the first one that's actually been hit back at us all season long.
Directly at our window for sure.
Yes. been a couple times it's been at us, but over the press.
Swing and a miss. Mason Beaven over the top of that one, and it's back-to-back Ks for Thompson in his first inning of work.
Yeah, Thompson definitely been dealing over these last couple frames. Over his first frame. Apologies.
First pitch to Ethan McLaughlin. Misses high in the zone. I want to go back to the last inning for a second. So when I was up here interviewing Matt Marsick, I noticed that Christy Hack had slipped him a piece of paper, and I was wondering what that was as the big swing and miss from McLaughlin puts the count at 1-1. I was wondering what that was, and then there at the end I figured it out.
Yeah, I saw her write it out, and I was like, oh my goodness, wow, what an exciting moment. Then I didn't realize oh my goodness, Matt was actually going to tell you. I thought it was more or less he was just going to slide it to you, but it made more sense when it happened. So seriously, congratulations to you.
Yeah,
definitely well deserved.
Thank you, man. 2-1, way outside, 3-1 now.
Voice of the Spuds for 3-4 years now?
3 out of the 4 years,
3 out
yeah.
of the 4?
Anyway, back to baseball. 3-1. Tries to drop in the fastball, just stays high. McLaughlin draws the 5-pitch walk.
Donovan Thompson, very quick work of the first 2 batters he saw. Of course, that one kind of got away from him against McLaughlin, but now you bring in Stefan. He already struck out once tonight, plus he's the beer batter.
Thompson, 18 pitches so far. It's the first pitch to Stefan will be on the ground to Patak. Quick throw to Stonecipher is in time, and that will end the inning. So Thompson faces 4 batters, sets down 3 of them. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 6, rather. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
Craving legendary pizza and a family-friendly buffet? Head to the Pizza Ranch, located at 5011 East 2nd Street. Load up on hot pizza, crispy chicken, and our famous cactus bread. Perfect for family nights, team celebrations, or just feeding those cravings. Swing on by or order online at pizzaranch.com, where every meal is a hit. It's the crack of the bat, roar of the crowd, and an ice-cold Budweiser in your hand. Budweiser is the perfect companion to every pitch, hit, and home run. Brewed for those who live for the game and savor the moment. This season, make it a Bud. Budweiser. This Bud is for you.
Bottom half of the 6th inning, Trey Brooks will be the one to lead things off here for the Casper Spuds. Comes into this 0 for 2 today. See what he can do. Nate Teeter's still on the bump for the Bison as Brooks' first pitch swinging, pops it up towards foul ground. First baseman coming over, makes the catch. And Brooks put away by Stefan. So quickly, one gone here in the bottom half of the sixth inning, holding Christensen next to hit. Big swing and miss, good off speed there from Teeter. 0-1, broke out the first pitch curveball, 0-1 to Christensen. Hit on this a little earlier. Christensen, he's done a good job bouncing back. Every inning, seemingly, has had a single in it, but he's done a good job of bouncing back when there's a guy on first. He has really settled in after the 3-run bottom of the first. Spuds have not been able to figure him out since then. One to Christensen, another curveball drops into the zone, 1-2. And, you know, it's never easy. Patak starts things out with a single, and then all of a sudden Hunter Stonecipher RBI double. Things immediately start unraveling right at the start of your start. Then Dickerson hits the home run, but you just got to put that all out of your mind as that curveball drops in for strike 3. Christensen down looking. It's 2 quick outs here in the inning for the Casper Spuds. But, you know, give Knight Teeter a lot of credit for bouncing back and putting that out of his mind, and has just really gone out there and has gone to work since that first inning. So first 2 guys down in order. Carter Patak will start the 4th time through the order for the Spuds, as the first pitch he sees is knocked foul, 0-1.
Yeah, Patak really just trying to do something late here for the Spuds in the bottom half of this frame. Spuds still lead by 2. It's a 3-1 ball game, but you want to try to add as much insurance as possible. You already mentioned 2 again. Even 2 runs is not safe in baseball.
A 1 on its way to Patak. Kind of a jam shot. Kicks off of the shortstop. Weird hop on the grass line, kind of like the same play that Carter Patak saw.
And that's Patak's 4th hit of the night. He is 4 for 4. Carter Patak is having himself quite the day. You know, I actually talked to Cody McCreary before the game. I said, you know what? Mark my words, Carter Patak will be tonight's player of the game. And it seems he's on pace to do so. Patak has recorded a run, and he's 4 for 4. All 4 hits are singles.
First pitch to Hunter Stonecipher, fouled back. Kai, I don't want to rain on your parade.
He's 3 for 4. I just saw.
Yeah,
they marked one of the singles as an error.
That top of the second was marked as that bottom of the second was marked as an error, so he's 3 for 4 today.
Fair enough, but
you know,
nonetheless,
still a fantastic performance tonight from Carter Patak.
He's gotten on base every single time.
No balls, 2 strikes now to Stonecipher.
Stonecipher, too, he's got himself 1 hit tonight. He's got a run and an RBI as well.
See what Stonecipher can do with the 2-out single of Patak. That pitch misses, 1-2 now. And actually, it wasn't the hit in the second inning. That was ruled a single. It was the hit in the fourth inning that was ruled an error.
Gotcha. Still, though, Patak has gotten on base every single time tonight. It's been a fantastic day for him at the plate.
Stonecipher, after starting 0-2, is now battled back to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to Hunter Stonecipher. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Stonecipher down on strikes to end things. Patak left stranded on first. We'll go to the top half of inning number 7. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
Looking to get active and connect with your community? The YMCA of Natrona County and Casper has something for everyone. State-of-the-art fitness equipment, youth programs, swim lessons, and more. Whether you're chasing goals or just getting started, the Y is here for you. Visit CasperYMCA.org and join a community that moves you forward. If you're visiting Casper for business, adventure, or just passing through town, Best Western has you covered. With clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, and a staff that treats you like family, you'll feel right at home, whether near or far. With 3 convenient locations, Best Western in Casper is your base camp for everything Wyoming. Book your stay and rest easy today.
Welcome back to Mike Lansing Field. Harrison Simpson, top 3 in the order, set to hit as he's first pitch swinging. This one in the air to center to Colt Barta and Dub Chipman. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, Chipman, he's the new pitcher entering for the Casper Spuds. 28.1 innings pitched so far this season. He's given up 20 earned runs. Sits at a 6.3 ERA. The whip total at a 1.8. Overall, he's done really solid. The opponent batting average a little high, but a lot of great breaking ball stuff.
First pitch to Anthony DeLuca stays outside for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, DeLuca, he's got himself a base knock, but he's popped up and struck out.
Next pitch missed. 2-0. 2-0, just missed low. 3 balls and no strikes.
Chipman really needs to battle back in this AB.
3-0, finds the zone, and it's 3-1 now. (3-1) on the ground to the left side. Carter Patak throws to first. That's in time. He's had a lot of ground balls, and he's been doing a great job defensively as well.
He really has. He's really done a phenomenal job in the field tonight. And, again, he's been doing a great job at the plate tonight.
And, credit to him. I don't think he'll disagree with me saying this. He didn't have the greatest start out in the field to begin the year, but he has really come along, and this is what summer ball is all about, just improving your stuff, figuring out what works. As the first pitch to Vinny Nielsen is fouled back. That's what summer ball is all about, just honing your craft and just getting better day by day. So, this has been an amazing game from Carter Patak.
It really has been. He's really stood out in the biggest way.
Next pitch, curveball stays outside, 1-1 the count now. One fastball goes up and in, 2-1 now. Nielsen's been a tough nut to crack for the Spuds. He's gotten on base every time. Error, double, and a single as the next pitch misses outside, 3-1.
Yeah, Nielsen is 2 for 3 tonight.
3-1, finds the zone, 3-2. Sorry, Kai.
All good. But Vinny Nielsen, yeah, he has done a phenomenal job of just getting on base. Just nobody been able to bring him across.
Next pitch hit into center field, through for a base hit, and it's a 2-out single for Vinny Nielsen.
Now you bring up Nate Evans. Chance to do something big. Again, he's batting over 300 the Bison this year, but he's still yet to record a base knock.
First pitch from Chipman, tried to work in the backdoor slider there, just missed, 1-0. Bounces, 2-0.
Yeah, Dub having a hard time locating right now.
Down the right field line. That'll drop for a hit. Nielsen looking to go first to third. The ball still hasn't been fielded. Trying to score from first is Nielsen, and he'll get in without a throw. Nate Evans with an RBI double, and all of a sudden it's just a one-run ball game with the tying run out on the base paths.
Yeah, that's a really good piece of hitting, too, from Evans, pushing that the other way. I mean, there's nothing down the right field line. So it works out in your favor if you're the Bison, but again, it's a really tough break for the Spuds. You typically don't have guys playing in that type of positioning. It's just a really tough ball to go out and go get. But now if you're the Spuds, you really need to make sure that your offense can put together maybe another run or two here in the later stages of the game, but you need your defense to go out and do a strong job first.
First pitch finds the zone for a strike, 0-1. Adam White at the plate, 0 for 3 today. Couple of ground outs and a strikeout for him.
It's really been a pitcher's duel tonight. Besides that first inning, Casper Spuds mounted 3, and then over the last 3 innings, the Bison have been able to get on the board with 2 runs.
Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball there from Chipman. Oh, and 2 the count. One, 2. Outside. 1-2 now.
You can tell Chipman's really trying to live on on that outside corner, trying to go after this lefty. Again, same side matchup. Chipman with the upper hand. You want to try to be aggressive at this guy.
1-2, lifted into the air, left field. Brooks ranging, makes the catch, and there is the third out of the inning. So 1 run in for the Bison. Tying run left stranded at second base. Stretch time here in Mike Lansing. It's the Spuds 3 and the Bison 2. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
This season, fuel your Spud spirit with the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi. one of the official drinks of your Casper Spuds. Whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, Pepsi is the perfect game day companion. Ice cold, bold, and made for fans like you. Grab a Pepsi and let's go Spuds. Craving legendary pizza and a family-friendly buffet? Head to the Pizza Ranch, located at 5011 East 2nd Street. Load up on hot pizza, crispy chicken, and our famous cactus bread. Perfect for family nights, team celebrations, or just feeding those cravings. Swing on by or order online at pizzaranch.com, where every meal is a hit.
Bottom half of inning number 7, Cal Cousins will replace Gage Dickerson and lead things off. Hopefully he's okay. Finishes the day with the 2-run shot he hit back in the first. He did pop out and strike out after that.
Yeah, Cal, he's been a big bat for the Spuds this year as well. He's also one of the better hitters, too, when it comes down to batting with runners in scoring position. But also, going to see what he can do as the leadoff guy. Spuds now to lead by just 1 run. Definitely looking for a little bit more insurance here. See if it pays out.
So we'll see what Cousins can do here. First pitch breaking ball finds the zone, 0-1.
I don't think Cal was expecting that one first pitch, that's for sure.
Night Teeter still on the bump for the Bison. And why not? Oh, 1 fouled back, 0-2 now to Cal.
I'm telling you that one day a foul ball is going to go through the smallest part of the screen right there that has an opening.
Well, you look about halfway up the pole there.
Exactly. That right there, there's going to be a foul ball that's going to go through there one time.
Look out.
Definitely. Head on a swivel, everybody.
No balls, 2 strikes. Curveball is in the air into right field. That'll drop for a base hit. 1 curveball too many from Teeter that time. Cousins able to see it and just put it right into the opposite field.
I will say, too, that's just a really well piece of hitting right there from Cal Cousins. He's really been practicing that, too, trying to go after something on the outside. Found a barrel, was able to get it down, got a base knock. That was just a pure form of hitting right there from Cal Cousins. That was a great job. And now you bring up a dangerous left-handed bat in Hunter Billingsley, looking to add a couple more runs. Keep pouring it on a little bit here.
Doing your best Harry Doyle impression there. Dangerous left-handed batter.
Dangerous left-handed hitter. I feel like I can do it decently. I prefer the ESPN guy, though.
Hunter Billingsley fouls the first pitch off.
Apologies, not ESPN, EA Sports. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Okay. It's been a while since I've watched Major League. Should go back and watch that.
Oh, great movie. I mean, how can you not? Wild Thing Ricky Vaughn?
Gotta love Bob Uecker.
Always. Just a bit outside.
Check on the runner. Able to dive back safely as Cousins.
Bob Uecker, one of the best broadcasters of all time. best players of all time, if you want to consider him as such.
Legendary voice for the Brewers.
Always in forever.
0-1 fastball way outside. 1-1 the count to Billingsley.
Speaking of just a bit outside, he did try to paint the corner with that one.
One ball, one strike. Here it comes to Billingsley.
Got some distraction tactics.
Just outside, 2-1.
I wonder if it's working.
It might be. Billingsley's got a hitter's count. See what he can do with it here.
And number 84 trying his best down there.
Hosey.
Not too sure who that is. I know Buster Posey.
2-1 through the hole on the right side for a base hit. Cousins looking to go first to third. The throw will be cut off, and it's a single for Billingsley. Runners on the corners now for Casper.
Yeah, no outs either. That's just another really good piece of hitting there from Hunter Billingsley. And plus, Brody Knight an opportunity to bring that insurance run from third into home.
So Brody Knight will come to the dish, trying to harness the power of Cale McCarville. Knight singled his first time, see what he can do here. First pitch slider catches the zone, and I don't think anyone saw Billingsley was running that time as he takes second base with ease.
Yeah, Hunter Billingsley able to just walk over to second. I love the tactics down here.
One slider outside, 1-1 now. Infield playing in. Shortstop having a little fun with Brody Knight there.
Yeah.
It's Nate Evans over there at shortstop. He was on the bump yesterday. 1-1 curveball. Just missed low. 2-1.
Yeah, Brody Knight now, too, dealing with runners at second and third. Two guys in scoring position.
Hitters count for Brody Knight. Here's the 2-1. Way outside. Good catch behind the dish there by Perry. 3-1.
Yeah, very friendly hitters count now. 3-1 approach. Brody Knight, too, got the green light. Might as well go ahead and try to put something over the wall.
Still nobody out here in the bottom of the seventh either. Swing and a miss. Count is full now, 3-2.
Yeah, can't really blame Brody for trying to go after that pitch. That's right there, +2, 3-1, an opportunity to bring somebody across. You got to go after it.
What do you say, Kai? Friendliest hitters count in baseball?
I really do believe so, and it really is the
I'm not
friendliest hitter
disagreeing.
count. There's so many ways that count can go from there that can benefit you and your team, and that's why I love seeing the 3-1s.
3-2, chopper fielded by the second baseman. Late throw home. Trying to go to first. Not in time. It's an infield single for Brody Knight.
Yeah, and just a poor decision by the second baseman trying to go home there. It was a high hop, not able to make the throw over to home in time. In a spot like that, you just got to go after the force out. You got to let the run just come across because now you're still working with no outs. And it's a really tough spot now.
And if you're going to make that throw, that's got to be a lot quicker. He took a beat to try to fire it over to home. That's got to be one fluid motion if you're right there trying to make that play.
Definitely. So just a really tough break for the Bison, but the Spuds catch a huge one.
First pitch up and away. Knight running for second. Now the throw home. Gets away from the catcher. Billingsley will be safe after colliding with Barry. Barry can't find the baseball. Knight's coming home. The throw gets away. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness is right. You took the words right out of my mouth, Logan. Brody Knight came crashing in from third. He saw nobody was there. Nobody was going for the ball and just able to slide in safely. How about that?
That's one of the most bizarre plays I have ever seen. Knight taking, he looked like a late jump for Knight, too. I think that was purely just to try to get the runner coming home. And the throw pops out of the glove of Barry. At that, Billingsley comes crashing into him. Perry's got to take a second, get his bearings back. They can't find the baseball. What a heads-up play by Brody Knight to keep going and come around home.
Genuinely, and honestly, it feels more like a 2-run home run for Brody Knight at that point. Did a great job. Just being able to make a really good read. That is a really big heads-up play right there from Brody Knight.
Pitching change coming for the Bison. 3 runs across in the inning. Spuds looking for more. 6-2 our score. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
Craving comfort food anytime, day or night? Head to Denny's. America's Diner is always open. Whether it's pancakes at midnight, burgers for breakfast, or coffee to fuel your day, Denny's has you covered. With friendly service, affordable prices, and something for everyone, it's the perfect spot to gather, relax, and dig in. So why wait? Swing by Denny's today, where good food and great memories are always on the menu.
This season, fuel your Spud spirit with the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi, one of the official drinks of your Casper Spuds. Whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, Pepsi is the perfect game day companion. Ice cold, bold, and made for fans like you. Grab a Pepsi and let's go Spuds.
New pitcher on the mound for the Bison Baseball Club, Harrison Simpson, will come in from center field, and he will take the pitcher's mound.
Simpson, kind of a sidearm slash submariner. Wound up facing the Spuds the last time in that Bison series. He actually was lights out during that last outing.
It looks like him and Nate Teeter will just trade places. Teeter now in center field, as Ethan Schlotterback will be the first to greet Simpson.
So we talked about how the Spuds only had a 1-run lead coming into this inning. They really have done a phenomenal job adding a couple more runs, getting a few more insurance people to come across. With how much of a pitching duel it's been so far tonight, can't really see too much else changing from here on out.
2-0 to Schlotterbeck, finds the zone, 2-1 now.
I will say, too, the benefit with going up against people who have that same type of delivery as Simpson.
As this is skied into shallow left center. Going back on it is Evans, and it will drop into no man's land, and Schlotterbeck heads up, turns that into a double.
How about that? But I was just about to say, one of the benefits about going up against a guy who has that same type of delivery is that you're not going to see as much fuzz. You're not going to see as much velo coming at you from that type of angle. You're going to see things coming a little bit slower. The off-speed stuff is going to look a little bit more crazy. It's going to be a little bit more wild, especially if it's a slider. You're going to see that have a lot more horizontal break to it, but it's really important that you get ahead of that fastball and kind of just take a second to step back, look at it, and just rip it.
Speaking of which, that slider all the way across the zone ends up outside 1-0.
We'll say anything to that outer part of the plate looks definitely nasty.
Next pitch is a fastball, misses inside, 2-0 now to Cole Barta.
Yeah, still no outs, too, in the bottom half of this inning. Spuds looking to keep pouring it on.
3 singles and now a double. See what Barta has in store. Up and away, playing 30 now is Cole Barta. Barta taking all the way, 3-1 now.
Yeah, can't blame him there.
Might as well. You don't see a whole lot of guys swing on 3-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, Barta was looking to rip something over the left field fence there.
Yeah, he was looking for a center cut fastball that time. Didn't quite get it. Now he's got a battle on 3-2. At the knees, called strike 3, and there's the first out.
Yeah, Barta definitely thought that was ball 4.
Okay, so now Carter Patak is 4 for 4. Update. One was called an error, one was switched to a single, another one was called an error. 4 for 4 today. Give it to him.
It's a great day for Patak.
He's earned it for sure. As the first pitch to Trey Brooks misses inside 1-0.
Yeah, finally for the Bison able to get that first out of the inning. It's always an uphill battle to try to get that first out, especially if you're seeing a lot of hits early on in an inning. But from there on out, makes things a little bit more easier, a little bit more comfortable.
Brooks able to spit on that one, 2-0. Brooks still looking for his first hit of the contest, 0 for 3 today. Way outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, that one just got away from Simpson there.
Let's see if Brooks is taking all the way. He is, and now it's 3-1.
Yeah, I saw Simpson battle back from this in the last day, but you'll see if he can do it again. I will say, too, it's really fun to watch pitchers battle back in those counts rather than just kind of giving up that walk. Makes things a lot more fun.
Runner breaks for third. Brooks off the end of the bat. Sliding play by Stefan. Can't get there. Nobody's covering first, and it's a single for Trey Brooks. I'll give him a single.
I would give him a single, too. The ball got down right in front of the first baseman. I was very curious as to why it looked like Stefan came running in and looking for the backhand there. I thought for sure he was just going to lay out with a normal dive there. I think if he would have made the catch for sure.
I think if I'm Stefan, I'm letting that bounce and trying to win the foot race to first.
Either way, it makes things a little bit easier, and it's a really tough break, too, when it deflected off the glove in the way it did.
First pitch to Holden Christensen finds the zone, 0-1. This is on the ground, right back to Simpson. Looks to second, no play. He'll take the out at first, and there's the second out of the inning.
One of the things I will say, too, about being a submarine pitcher like Simpson is those ground balls, sometimes it can really eat up a first baseman when they make the throw over to first base because they're not used to seeing that throw from that type of motion. And a lot of times, too, especially Simpson being an everyday fielder for the most part when he's not pitching, you're throwing overhand. You're trying to make sure that your throws are consistent, on target. But when you're in your pitching motion, it's a different type of delivery when you're trying to throw it to a bag, and it can cause a lot of chaos. So that was a really good play from Simpson, taking his time, making sure that throw was accurate.
Here comes the man of the hour. Carter Patak pops it foul. And a big spot here for Carter, down 0-1. 2 runners on. So that pitch looked outside. It was outside. 1-1 now.
Yeah, 4 for 4 tonight from Patak. See if he can make it 5 for 5. Had to double check.
It's been switching on us a lot tonight.
I was about to say, I was really surprised.
That comes in, and did it get Patak? He's acting like it did, but they haven't motioned to first. I guess it barely missed him. 2-1 now.
Might have caught a little bit of the jersey, if anything, but Patak.
Hey, that's still a hit by pitch.
Yeah, it was a very, looked like the ballerina move, a pirouette, a little spinning around.
2-1, fouled back, 2-2 now.
A little shocked to see Patak in a swing first mode there on a 3-0. On a 2-1.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Missed outside. Full count now to Patak.
We'll say, too, if I'm Patak in a spot like this, choke up a little bit. If it's something in the zone, just go after it and try to rip one down the line.
That bounces to the plate, and Carter Patak draws the walk.
Patak tonight, he is 4 for 4 with a base on balls. He has reached base safely every single time tonight, and he's also scored a run.
Now here comes arguably the dangerous hitter in all of the ILB. Hunter Stonecipher to the plate with the bases loaded.
And we'll take a quick flashback to last night. Hunter Stonecipher, grand salami in yesterday's game against the Bison. See if he can do it again. How about that? 2 grand slams in 2 days.
1 for 4 today, doubled back in the first as he hits one hard up the line, but it's foul.
Yeah, that was a really close one right there, too, down the line. I thought maybe it hit right over the top of the bag and got fair.
Oh, 1 hard hit over the head of the second baseman. That'll get down for extra bases. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Stonecipher stops at second. Patak coming home. It's a bases clearing double for Hunter Stonecipher.
Yeah, talk about picking up some insurance runs. You come into the inning, 3-2 ball game. All of a sudden, 9-2. How about that? Spuds on a roll. Hunter Stonecipher, too. 7+ RBIs in the last 2 nights. Make it even. Actually, 8 RBIs in 2 games. Actually, I believe he had 5 last night, so make it 9 RBIs.
Yeah, give him 9 RBIs. Had the RBI ground out in the first inning and then hit the grand slam in yesterday's ball game.
Yeah, so we'll take you back to the grand salami he had and then able to clear the bases.
Now here's the guy that got this all started. Cal Cousins pops one foul, 0-1.
It's really been an impressive day from the Spuds pitching staff through and through, but the bats coming alive in a late spot like this, it's always a good feeling, especially too when your next game's on Monday, you're going to have a day off. You want to make sure those guys stay hot. Stone Cipher, definitely been one of them.
Next pitch way outside, ball on a strike now. One outside, 2-1.
Yeah, Cousins looking to do some damage here too. Bring Stone Cipher across the score. Put up double digits here. Spuds 2 now just 3 runs away from walking this thing off.
Two one, popped up, right back to the pitcher. Simpson makes the catch. He didn't even have to move there, and that ends the inning. But 6 runs across the score for the Spuds here in the bottom half of inning number 7. We'll go to the top half of inning number 8. It's 9-2 in favor of the Spuds. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
Craving legendary food and service? Head on down to Texas Roadhouse in Evansville, where the steaks are hand-cut, the rolls are hot and fresh, and the energy is always high. Whether it's a family dinner or a night out with friends, Texas Roadhouse is here for you. Located at 210 Miracle Street, be sure to come hungry, and we know you'll leave happy. Legendary food, legendary service, that's Texas Roadhouse. Craving legendary pizza and a family-friendly buffet? Head to the Pizza Ranch, located at 5011 East 2nd Street. Load up on hot pizza, crispy chicken, and our famous cactus bread. Perfect for family nights, team celebrations, or just feeding those cravings. Swing on by or order online at pizzaranch.com, where every meal is a hit. It's the crack of the bat, roar of the crowd, and an ice-cold Budweiser in your hand. Budweiser is the perfect companion to every pitch, hit, and home run. Brewed for those who live for the game and savor the moment. This season, make it a Bud. Budweiser. This Bud is for you.
Welcome back to Mike Lansing Field, top half of the 8th inning. John Perry up to lead things off.
Yeah, new pitcher on the bump, Matt Ramos, Nelson University guy.
And
Apologies, actually, that's Brody Knight.
Yeah, 20 versus 30. Tough to see from up here. It's a ball and a strike, and now we're cutting the music.
So home plate umpire, not a fan of new kids on the block.
1-1 off the end of the bat, but caught over there. It's shortstop by Cal Cousins. Nice play by Cal.
Pretty quick hands right there. How about that? Looks like we'll do it once more.
New pinch hitter at the plate for the Gem City Bison as Mason Bevan has been replaced. Just tell her that he said to cut it. We can't win with the umpires, man. Umpire gets final say. I don't care. So it's Knight Teeter at the plate here for the. It's Knight Teeter at the plate for the Bison now. Next pitch outside.
Brody Knight, we've seen him really eat up a lot of innings since his entrance into the Spuds.
Swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Yeah, good stuff right there. Able to get the swing and miss out of it. Spuds, by the way, too, 15 hits on the day.
Still a hitter's count here for Teeter. As he taps one just past the glove of Knight. Coming in as Patak throw to first in time.
Now to the plate is number 25, Ethan McLaughlin. And on the mound is number 30, Brody Knight for the Spuds.
So 2 gone quickly here in the top half of inning number 8.
Brody Knight, 2 answers today. 10 innings pitched under his belt. 5 earned runs, 10 walks, 7 Ks, and an even 5 ERA.
First pitch to Ethan McLaughlin misses for a ball. This one is popped up shallow right. Might get onto the outfield grass. Carter Patak will put it away. And there is the third out. Go to the bottom half of inning number 8. Spuds still on top. It's 9-2. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
If you're visiting Casper for business, adventure, or just passing through town, Best Western has you covered. With clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, and a staff that treats you like family, you'll feel right at home, whether near or far. With 3 convenient locations, Best Western in Casper is your base camp for everything Wyoming. Book your stay and rest easy today. This season, fuel your Spud spirit with the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi, one of the official drinks of your Casper Spuds. Whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, Pepsi is the perfect game day companion. Ice cold, bold, and made for fans like you. Grab a Pepsi and let's go Spuds.
Bottom of the 8th set to get underway. Hunter Billingsley will lead things off. Spuds need just 3 runs to walk it off.
Yeah, they have a chance to end things early here tonight, that's for sure. Pretty sure fireworks are going off behind us.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I hear some fireworks. Maybe that's an omen.
Me too. Maybe some left over from last night.
First pitch to Billingsley, misses for a ball, 1-0. Swing and miss by Billingsley. 1-1 the count now.
Billingsley just looking to get on base here. Start something for the Spuds.
One fouled off. 1-2 now.
Billingsley 2 for 4 tonight. He's got himself a run.
One, two, looked outside. It is outside. 2-2. Two, popped, foul. It'll get out of play. We'll stay where we're at. Billingsley 2 for 4 today. Couple of singles. Came around to score in the 7th. He came in to score as part of that crazy play from Brody Knight.
Yeah, Brody Knight too. A really good frame from him. Start off this 8th inning.
3-2 now to Billingsley. Three-two in the other batter's box. That is a leadoff walk for Hunter Billingsley.
Really solid stuff there too from Billingsley. Eagle eye vision right there.
So that'll bring up who was once the designated hitter. Now he's the current pitcher. Brody Knight will come to the plate. Two for 2 today. Couple of singles for him. Big swing and miss at the high stuff. 0-1.
Yeah, Brody was definitely looking first pitch heater. Didn't really care where it was at, just so long as it was there.
He saw something high and his eyes lit up. A 1 nearly comes in and gets him. He's able to avoid it. 1-1 now. One jam shot, fouled it off. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and you know that one's got a sting on the hands just a tad bit right there.
They're really working him inside here in this at-bat.
That is for sure.
One, two, stays below the knees, 2-2.
A good eye there from Brody, too. Not to go after that, not to be too eager. You got a runner on first. You have a chance, too, to make sure this one ends just about a half inning early.
2-2 on the ground to second. Good pick by the second baseman. Flip to the shortstop for 1. Throw to first in time, and it's a double play.
That was a really good pick right there from the second baseman for the Bison. It was a really good play from DeLuca, just being able to stay back on that ball. Make sure he's able to get a glove on it. He did. The flip was in time as well, so good 1-2 play.
So 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes Ethan Schlotterback. First pitch, way outside, 1-0. Same spot, 2-0.
Spudley hanging out here in the grandstands now with us.
Comes a little more across the plate that time. Schlotterbeck fouls it off, 2-1.
Yeah, Schlotterbeck kind of had a check swing there. Didn't really go fully around. I feel like if he did, a good chance he might have been able to slap shot it on the pull side.
This one hard hit into right, going back to the right fielder. It's over his head. That'll drop for a base hit. Second extra base hit of the night for Schlotterbeck. He'll get the stop sign at second, and it's 2 doubles and 2 trips for Ethan Schlotterbeck.
Yeah, really solid piece of hitting there, too. He got a little bit jammed, but was able to get enough barrel on it to just pull it the same way.
Yeah, if he got full contact on that, I think that was going into the North Platte River.
Definitely, if that been a barrel, there's a really good chance that it's going over the Papa John sign in right center.
Cole Barta to the plate now. 2 outs and a runner on second. First pitch he sees is fouled back, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 now.
Barta with a big swing there. He was definitely trying to bring around Schlotterbeck over there at second.
Oh, 2.
That's a fair ball.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. Home plate umpire called it foul. Did it bounce off the plate? If it bounces off the plate, it's still fair.
I don't think that's the problem. I think what wound up happening was that wound up hitting off the bat handle of Cole Barta's bat, and it wound up going into fair territory. That to me is a ground out.
Did he end up hitting it twice there, maybe?
I don't even think so. Even if he did, still nonetheless, that is a fair ball.
If he hits it twice, he's out.
Are you talking about in the sense where
it hits his bat and then he keeps swinging and hits his bat again?
No, that's still a fair ball.
That's not a dead ball at that point?
No, the easiest thing that I always compare that to is the Hunter Pence. When he broke his bat 3 times, the ball hit off his bat 3 times. Doesn't matter how many times the ball hits off your bat, so long as it comes off your bat in fair territory. I thought that was a fair ball. I think what the home plate umpire signaled is that the ball hit the bat and his hand, therefore it's then foul. But overall, I thought that just hit off the nub of Barta.
So Colt Barta might have caught a break there as he fouls the next pitch off, 0-2.
Definitely a wild play, to say the least. In a way, it's a really good bunt.
0-2, flared towards Stefan. He makes the catch and ends up not mattering anyway. Pop out to the first baseman to end the inning. Last chance for the Bison as we go to the top half of inning number 9. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
Hungry for pizza that hits the spot every time? Order from Papa John's. Made with fresh dough, quality ingredients, and that signature garlic sauce you love. Whether you want classic pepperoni, loaded veggie, or something new, Papa John's delivers hot, fresh, and ready to enjoy. Plus, with easy online ordering and fast delivery, your perfect pizza night is just a few clicks away. Choose Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza.
Craving legendary pizza and a family-friendly buffet? Head to the Pizza Ranch, located at 5011 East 2nd Street. Load up on hot pizza, crispy chicken, and our famous cactus bread. Perfect for family nights, team celebrations, or just feeding those cravings. Swing on by or order online at pizzaranch.com, where every meal is a hit.
9-1 and 2 hitters due up here for the last chance for the Bison, as it'll be Cade Stefan to lead things off.
Yeah, the closing pitcher for tonight will be Elijah Reeves. Sure, the Spuds trying to make sure he stays under that 30-pitch limit so he's eligible to pitch during that wild card series against the Wahi.
First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, 17 innings pitched for Elijah Reeves, 8 of which have been earned.
Next pitch fouled back. That sounded like it hit something important.
Definitely did. He's got 19 strikeouts, though, and a 4.2 ERA.
One from Reeves. Finds the zone. It's 1-2.
Yeah, good breaking ball stuff there from Elijah.
Stefan 1 for 3 today, singled back in the third. One, two, outside, 2-2.
Yeah, Reeves just left that one in the hands a little bit too long. Nonetheless, though, even count.
Here comes the 2-2. Got him looking, strike 3 called, and there's out number 1.
Good job going after the first batter. Reeves, 2 more outs to finish off the regular season here at Mike Lansing Field.
Up to the plate now, number 1, Harrison.
We'll bring Harrison Simpson to the plate. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. To Simpson, up and in, 2-0 now.
And you know, a high fastball is definitely one of those pitches that makes a hitter's eyes light up. But when it's a little too far inside, they light up for a different reason.
That they do. Good slider, that finds the zone, 2-1 now.
Good pitch. I think that one just kind of had the catcher fooled a little.
Yeah, credit to the home plate umpire, not calling that a ball purely because he dropped it. Sometimes some guys will do that, but Elijah catches a break there, 2-1. Another one, swing and a miss, 2-2.
Yeah, that had a lot of run on that one. It's a hard pitch to catch up to if you're Simpson.
Two, way outside, 3-2. Reeves tried to blow him by with a fastball, just held on to it too long.
Yeah, 90 miles per hour on the gun. Sorry, put his all into that one. A little bit of oomph.
Next pitch bounces to the plate, and that's ball 4. 1 out, walk drawn by Simpson.
Up to the plate now, number 17, second baseman Anthony.
That'll bring Anthony DeLuca to the plate. First pitch, fastball in there for his strike, 0-1.
Yeah, DeLuca looking to extend this game for the Bison.
Next pitch fouled back, 0-2 now.
I wonder if Santa got a ball tonight. I haven't been checking on him.
Had to have, right?
I believe there's no way he hasn't.
Here comes the 0-2 from Reeves. Swing and a miss, and that is the second out.
Really, really, really good job holding on to that one. Again, a lot of extra fuzz on that pitch right there. It's a tough one to hold on to if you're the catcher, but a great job there. Getting out number 2. Spuds just one away from ending the regular season at home.
Vinny Nielsen to the dish. He's 3 for 4 today. He's gotten on base all 4 times. Pickoff move, no such luck. Three hits, one of those including a double for Nielsen today. Fastball on the outer half, 0-1.
I really like that pitch from Reeves. Good first pitch fastball. Maybe try to work a little bit with the off-speed stuff here. Try to catch the hitter off his timing and just end this count on a breaking ball.
Breaking ball misses, 1-1 now.
Yeah, I really like the change in direction from Reeves right there. I like going low as well. Try not to give anybody something to hit.
1-1 fastball. What a snag by Elijah Reeves. Did he catch it out of the fly? Yes, he did.
Oh my goodness! Elijah Reeves, you've got to be kidding me. What a way to end the regular season on one of the craziest diving catches I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. I thought for sure that ball had taken a hop, but to catch it on the fly, oh my.
What a catch to end it. You know what? If that shows you just how things are going to go for the playoffs, hey, I'm all for it. What a way to take us into the playoffs. Final regular season game over tonight. 9-2 the winner for the Spuds. Kai, what'd you see in this final game?
You know, I saw a lot of grit, a lot of determination. You know, at the end of the day, the last week of the ILB season, when the playoffs were officially clinched, the competitive nature was there for the guys. But again, at the end of the day, playoffs were set. So you knew coming into tonight, things were going to be a little bit lighter. The guys were going to play a little bit more loose. But you really saw that competitive nature still kick in tonight, especially in the later stages of tonight's matchup. I love the way that the Spuds are playing baseball right now. The momentum that they're going to try to continue into that series against the Oahe Zap is going to be scary. So if I'm Oahe, I'm bringing my best stuff to the table, and the Spuds, they're going to do the exact same. It's going to be a great best-of-3 matchup in that playoff series, but this team looks like they are ready to take on the challenge.
Absolutely. Game 1 on Monday. Spuds pick up the win tonight, 9-2. Monday night, 6:30. That'll be Kai Jetagamas and Nick Rose on the call for Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. But before we end things tonight, we got to wait. Banner Health, player of the game, coming your way next. You're watching Spuds Baseball on YouTube.
Welcome back to Spuds Baseball here on YouTube. I'm here with one half of your Banner Health Player of the Game, Liam Fitzgerald, your starting pitcher tonight. 4 innings, season high. What was working for you out there today?
Just my off speeds, my curveball, my changeup, getting down the mound, just focusing on hitting my spots. That's basically it.
You also had 4 strikeouts today. How was that feeling like being out there on the mound and picking up 4 Ks?
It feels great. It feels great that I struck out the beer batter. And yeah, usually I don't get that many strikeouts, so it feels good. I got a strikeout and strike out an inning, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Beer batter, Spuds fans love it. Speaking of going into the playoffs, tonight was the last regular season game. What message do you have for Spuds fans going into the playoffs?
Just believe one game at a time, and we're going to win this national championship.
Love it, Liam. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You had a great game tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, now we'll introduce your second Banner Health Player of the Game. Your second baseman, Carter Attack, went 4 for 4 tonight. What's up, Carter? How are you doing? How you feeling?
Doing well. Feeling great.
Obviously feeling great with how you performed out there. 4 for 4 with a walk as well. How are you seeing the ball differently tonight than you have in previous games this season?
I'm seeing it great. I'm just my approach is just be early to be on time. I think a lot of it has just been I've been sitting opposite field and we fixed that now and now we're hitting.
Obviously, great game tonight. You're looking to build upon it. You've had a great last stretch of several games. How do you look to continue this momentum heading into the playoffs?
I think, it starts with the whole team. Pitchers for sure throw out strikes. We held them to 2 runs today. That was great. It made it easier for me to do my job as a fielder. But just keep seeing the ball well, get in front of it, and put some good wood on it.
You were a busy man out as a fielder tonight. Lots of putouts. How did you think you did tonight defensively, and what was working well for you out there in the field?
I think I did well. It was weird playing at home again. Being on the away dirt, it wasn't as nice. But it's great to be back in Casper, and I think I held my own very well today, and we played stellar defense. I don't think we had an error, so it was great.
You did a great job tonight, Carter. One final thing, as I mentioned to Liam, this was the last regular season game for the Casper Spuds. We're getting into playoff time. What message do you have for Spuds fans out there?
Let's go win a national championship.
Love it. Thank you so much, Carter.
Thanks.
For Nick Rose, Logan Hunter, Kai Janagavis, Christy Hack, Paul Hack, we thank you for tuning in to Spuds Baseball. Make sure to tune in on Monday night for Game 1 of the playoff series against the Oahe Zap. And until then,